dokie. It should be coming on.
That's it.
There we go.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Aren't you?
Oh, my mouth tastes like tomato soup.
Took you guys long enough. Kept you waiting, huh?
What emote should I even use for this?
Surprised face.
No, I'll use this one. The crap emote.
Surprise Pikachu face.
Sounds really glitching out for some reason. That's weird. Anyway.
Yeah, it's the Paul Bunyan one.
Yo, it's so good.
It's such a good face.
Hi, hi.
Hi, hi.
Hi, hi. Oh, hey, Ez.
Hi, Ed.
Hello, Azu.
Wow. Oh, I gotta tweet out.
Oh, that's a good emoji. Emoticon. It's not an emoji, it's an emoticon.
Thanks.
I kid you not, Quartz. He turns himself into a pickle. He's called
Funny.
Pickle Rick. It's the funniest shit I've ever heard.
Funniest shit I've ever seen, Nico.
Ooh, now Sith Gem is able to tweet this shit out.
Yes.
Ooh, Sith, ooh, I could just
One of my
pinch your
finest tweets
cheeks.
Don't. My cheeks are too squishy.
But that just makes them more pinchable.
It does. Since you leave yourself vulnerable.
My weakness.
Besides very attractive men.
That's true. And women. Very attractive people are my weakness.
Little do you know that you're actually one of the most attractive people.
Oh my.
You look in the mirror and you comatose yourself.
I do not. That is
We don't
not
even
true.
need a mirror, just listen to his voice.
Ugh.
That's
My
true.
god, you cast a spell on me, Sith.
Good. Mwah.
I will admit, I think the best voice you ever done was whenever you do your dude bro voice.
Yeah, my AK voice.
Like,
This is one of my best voices, honestly. I shit you not, MDR. He turns himself into a pickle. He's called a Pickle Rick. Funniest shit I've ever seen.
I hate that she would do that!
She
Oh!
would say that. She would fucking say that. You
Go
know.
up. She'd walk up to NBR and put hand on shoulder meme and says that to her.
Hey,
Yeah, what do you want?
MDR, have you seen a show called Rick and Morty? It's pretty intelligent. If you're not intelligent, you probably wouldn't get it.
I totally watched that. I'm like the smartest person here.
Well, you know about Pickle Rick?
Yeah.
Well, I shit you not, MDR. He turns himself into a pickle. He calls himself Pickle Rick. It's the funniest shit I've ever seen.
Internally, she's like.
Every second you are not watching Rick and Morty, you're losing brain cells.
Well, good thing I have it playing my brain all the time on a loop.
Oh god.
Alright, just give it like 5 more minutes and then we'll start. I just want to get this over with. Also, I got sneeze.
Well. What you?
Oh, Saber Metal Panzer, thank you for the 690. Have the last piece of homemade cheesecake. Or I have the last piece of homemade cheesecake. My body is ready. Thank you also, Napalm, for the €5. Today, we start good. 7 guys on moped charged a police outpost. 2 of them made it through, heading straight to me. They saw the weapons raised. Awesome. That I can speak, but I cannot read.
I actually want to ask Napalm if this is true, that apparently I watched a video where there is like a whole like apartment complex that was just jamming out to Cruel Angel Thesis from Ava.
Oh no,
Is
they've
that
been
real?
doing that with like every single song known to man.
Really?
That's apparently a thing that's just been happening. I don't know what the original is, but
I heard the Ava video of it and I was like, real?
yeah.
By the way, speaking of Napalm, so in the time between the last stream and this stream, so remember when Napalm caught a murderer? And that murderer was trying to also murder his fellow rookie, and he shot the fucking car that that this murderer tried to run them over with, like with a fucking 100 bullets. Well, he got court-martialed by some general, and then was found not guilty. Because why the fuck would he be found guilty of whatever charges? Dude's a fucking hero.
Napalm out here.
You fired your weapon
Taking rookies,
out of
taking
line.
dogs,
He's a murderer.
and capturing murderers.
Because, in case I need to remind you, Napalm is part of the Italian army who is dealing with the huge outbreak of the coronavirus over in Italy right now.
I'm gonna go get a drink. Ugh.
Honestly, it's a pretty metal life that Napalm's living right now.
He is going through hell and back.
I'm just happy that no one from his like no one's gotten hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Like thank God that rookie didn't get hurt. With the puppers. I don't know why that song stuck in my head. What is that song even called?
Which one? I don't know what it's called, honestly. I know it too. I don't know what it's called. About a minute and a half, we'll continue.
What are those they're like the arcade Joy-Cons, like the pew 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 you with the buttons and the joystick. Are those for fighting games?
Oh, fight stick? Yeah, those are for typically for fighting games.
I can get one.
Yes, you can make one. Usually, people who have fight sticks will actually either collect fight sticks or make their own.
I'm alive. How are you?
Wow. I'm being ignored. Sorry, welcome back. Hi.
I'm cracking open a cold one with the boys. I don't
Oh,
care
thank you
about
for the
that.
$6.90 donation, Rinny. It's We Like to Party by the Venga Boys? Venja Boys? Venja
Venga
Boys sounds
Boys.
amazing. Venga Boys.
Thank you, Saber.
That sounds like an arcade machine. Like a pinball machine.
Hold up.
Venga Boys.
Napalm says, so what? Italian engagement rules say I shouldn't have engaged. We have to stay one level or two below our suspect. For example, if he has a gun, we can't. If he has a knife, we have to use our hands.
Damn.
I can understand that rule. Like, I am not gonna say, like, what you did was technically wrong by the justice system because you're supposed to wait because that could have gone horribly wrong, but at the same time, it was a very, like, sudden situation, and what you did really did save a woman's life, from what I know, like, the rookie is female, so you saved somebody's life and even caught somebody who took a life. Like, I think that somewhat, at least in the moment, justifies, or this circumstance justifies negating that rule entirely and saving people and putting away someone who deserves to be behind bars for what they did.
Oh, somehow this reminded me. I have to show off something very special. So I got 2 things from the crates already before even reaching 777 boxes. I got M82A1. So I've got so many cores that doesn't even bother me. Just having 1 copy of her is good enough. I also received someone else. Bazinga! So, when I got AA-12 off of the crates, I let out a noise akin to the air leaving my body as if to kill myself. Like, as in, like, my lungs collapsed completely, and I had no more air that I could take in. My lungs were dead. That is how I would describe the noise I let out as soon as I saw her. I even made a tweet about it. I called it hyperventilates morbidly. Fuck. Hyperventilates morbidly.
I think, like, what had happened was that we had just finished a raid on Grand Blue. It was around after we were cooling off from, like, Titan and Neptune. But Quartz goes on to GFL for the day.
No. Saber Metal Panzer, I wheeze all the time when I guffaw. But this was something else. This was life exiting my body.
It was like, ah!
I even told Rinny as soon as it happened. Shut up. I even told Rinny as soon as it happened. I said, you know what? This is the feeling of, I can die peacefully now. I have experienced this. Because what I was doing was, it was like 3:40 some a.m. and I was just trying to race through getting the crates as soon as possible because it was almost reset time, and I'm like, shit, I want to get through these fucking crates. So like I wasn't even thinking about getting AA-12 in the moment, and then she appeared because that's just how it happens. Am I right? When you're at your least expectation, that's I was like, how do I fit the sentence together? When you're at your least expectations, that is when you get exactly what you want.
Why the fuck didn't that happen with you? Is you goddamn like, I'll kill you. Now I can't make jokes of, haha, at least you don't have your wife, and I've gotten like 3 copies
Fuck
in a row.
You!
Well,
I have everyone I want! I'm done!
I'll eventually
My
get
collection
everyone
is
from you.
complete as far as I'm concerned.
Unless another equally powerful challenger approaches on CM.
Good luck.
That's Slate.
Not even Slate. I could live without ever having Slate. Slate was just nice to see after all the other girls came out, and I was just like, I'm not really feeling any of these. Except maybe the new Defy members, but I'm 50-50 on them. So. Anyway, speaking of which, let's finish Continuum Turbulence. I only have 4 maps to go. 3 of them are night battle, and of course the last one is day battle. This honestly shouldn't be that hard, considering everything we faced up to this point wasn't even much of a challenge for me. And that's not me saying, oh, I'm so awesome, look at how cool I am with my high-powered units. No, I actually am saddened by this, because Singularity was more of a challenge, around the same level. I almost knocked over my mic. I do a lot of hand motions while I'm talking. And, so yeah, Singularity by comparison was way more of a challenge by this point. It had more interesting maps. It was just harder to get through, but honestly, I've been more interested in our conversations during the stream when we're having them rather than even, like, what's going on in the game, because it's just been a cakewalk. And I'm hoping these last 4 maps change that a bit, but I'm not expecting much, but we'll see.
How do you spell wiener?
W-E-I-N-E-R.
Okay,
Wiener.
cool. I spelled it right.
Let's see. 2 ARSMGs. Okay. Yep, boom. Oh. It did to me again. Luckily, I remembered there's a way to do it. Like, basically, you guys couldn't see it, but I was trying to tap start operation over and over again, and it froze again. So I have to start an operation elsewhere real quick in order to fix the button. That's what somebody suggested.
It is not spelled that way. Thank you, chat, for giving me the correct information. Because some people can't spell things.
Wait, no, fuck you. Hold on.
Why?
That is how wiener is spelled. I spelled it right.
Why? I am back.
It says I on my end as well.
W-E-I...
Can it be spelled
Yeah,
either way?
wiener. Also known as frankfurter or hot dog. I spelled it right. That's what the dictionary says. Maybe it is
It says
original
the
spelling,
same-
I don't know.
It says this. No, it's I-E, right?
No, it says E-I.
It
As
says,
in, like, wainer.
No, on my end it also says W-I-E-N.
You can look it up.
I am looking it up. I looked it up right now, and it said I-E-N-E-R.
I've looked it up right now as well. Merriam-Webster Dictionary says W-E-I-N-E-R.
We are at a crossroads.
There's even a film called Wiener, and it's spelled the same. Wiener is even in the Urban Dictionary spelled the same.
And it's spelled that way because it's somebody's last name.
But I have the dictionary. In fact, it says less common spelling of... Oh, okay. It's a less common spelling of W-I-E-N.
Well, I guess we're both right.
We're both right, so why are we even arguing about this?
Correct.
What is going on? What did I come back to?
I wanted to know how to spell wiener.
Why did you... Now I have to ask. Why did you want to spell wiener?
I wanted to change my Discord status.
To involving
Why?
wieners.
I wanted the word wiener and change it so that it.
Also, the chat's suggestion to just start up another operation, quit it, and then come back to this one and start this operation, that succeeded. So, last stream, somebody gave me that piece of advice, and congratulations, it worked.
Hello, lover. Welcome.
Ay, 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 ay.
And thus today, Google received 79 more wiener search results.
Hello, man.
He really likes you.
Oh, hold on. What is it, Napalm?
It's just like he wants the same donation.
Oh, yeah, they're fine. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, I'm playing the game, and I literally look down at my phone, so I'm not looking at the chat.
Very well. We will watch over chat with a vigilant eye. in
Thank
your
you.
stead.
I can't believe we just argued over the spelling of fucking wiener. And guess what? We were both technically correct. Jesus Christ.
I forgot how to spell wiener, Billy. And you can call me by my name on the stream if you wish. You don't have to call me so. It's just that everyone knows.
Oh, the professor. editing audio. Don't know how productive this will be in the end, but fuck it.
Well, good luck to you, Gale. I hope you are successful with your audio editing. While we talk about the spelling of wieners.
You know what I like with wieners?
Wiener.
What do you like with wieners, Rennie?
I like the lip buns and chili and cheese. Also, when they're attached
So you're
to
saying you
Belial.
like your... Yeah, you like to stuff the wiener into something with a little bit of
Also,
sauce
if they're
on it?
attached to Belial
Same.
or
Of
AK.
course. Winnie is so thirsty for that man.
Randy is.
Fun
Randy
fact.
can't even match my thirst for him. She comes nowhere near as hard.
Yeah, but she's the
Yeah.
one actively talking about him right now, Seth.
Well,
I already know your
talk-
thirst is through
Because
the
I
roof.
spend all my time talking about him outside of this scenario.
Yeah. Seriously.
I've got tirades about this man. You all were there. You know this.
I do know this, yeah.
It's true.
Yes, we
It's
all
a
know,
joke.
but you're not the one actively talking about Belial right now.
Sith is also very fun to tease.
He really is. Fucking that is like fucking Belial.
At least
No.
Sith, you have
Oh,
picked
baby.
it
Ian,
straight
thank
up
you for the
front.
$1.99 donation. The greatest wiener of all time.
That title belongs not to Belial. I'm sorry. He did not win America or what is the region called?
Oh, fuck me.
The skies. You did not win best dick in the skies. I'm sorry. That title goes solely. Drumroll, please.
Suspena.
Exactly.
Ha, Gale
There
says,
we go.
I don't even talk to Sith as much as I notice the thirst aura on him more than Rennie.
Thank you. Thank you. You noticed my talent.
Also, Super Metal Panther, thank you for the $6.90 donation. I'm going to take some of this audio and turn it into a sound clip on my soundboard. Nice work, Rennie. You're welcome.
Please don't. I only want 2 people in this world to have a soundboard of me. And both of them are in here.
Hey.
Hey,
Exactly.
how's it going?
But
Oh,
dude,
so I don't get a soundboard.
No,
No.
you have to ask permission, Grandpa.
Bullshit.
You have to say please.
No.
Well, then you never get to have a soundboard of me. Yatch.
Ready? I will literally noogie you.
That's uncalled for.
Wait,
know
so should I? Hold
Oh my god!
I'm talking about Belial.
You calling your boyfriend the second most attractive man?
I mean, have you seen him?
You know what? I don't want to hit that like that. I don't want to hit him with that. It's so mean.
I mean, Belial, that is. You've seen him.
I've seen Belial.
No man can hold a candle. I'm sorry.
No one in this world, not even no man, woman, nobody can match a candle to how sexy Belial is.
I do love you, though, sweetie. Hard. It's true.
Ryu is right. Listen, a fun fact. Belial came out before Bond, so fuck that. Belial was making that outfit cool before Bond walked into Seven Deadly Sins.
on. What to do now is walk straight.
Where Belial predates.
Belial's stylish. Hold up, I need a French go post while I say that. Belial's stylish because he has a fur around him. A boa? That's what they're called.
God, Gail, I fucking wish
God.
I was. But
Oh, Napalm, thank you for the €2 donation. 2 cars, both turned back, nothing new. Boring.
we've got us here to keep you entertained, Napalm. Something fucking batshit happens again.
Yeah. Jesus. Bond can listen. I love Seven Deadly Sins, and I like Bond a lot. Bond Bond's a really good character, along with like his girlfriend. I forget her name at the moment. I haven't seen Seven Deadly Sins since like around when the movie aired, and I didn't even get to watch the movie because I was supposed to watch it with my brother. But a lot of complicated things happened and such. Anyways, my point being, Bond isn't as sexy as Belial. I would say they're two different kinds of sexy. That's the problem when you put them on the same playing field. While they do have very, very similar outfits, they're very different. Like, Bond has red and white with him for a reason, while Belial's a lot of darker colors like black and purple. One of them's a fuckboy, and literally everything he spits out of his mouth is a goddamn innuendo. And the other one's a sad dude who's living his immortal afterlife, dreading the fact that he's immortal and that his girlfriend's fucking dead. And he ain't thirsty. He's far from it. So I don't know how to like really say between the two who's better. But personally, even design-wise, if I had to say which one's better, I would go with Belial because he feels more fleshed out. Also, his lies are funny. When you first meet him, he's like, "I'm a fashion designer." I could believe it. And then I went into this game knowing, Belial, you're a shady fucker who with every word you say is a goddamn sexual joke. Or invitation.
Okay.
All of the above.
We just gotta fight. I love these descriptions, by the way. They're honest, at least, where they're like, it's another straightforward map. Yet another one, by the way. We're just gonna fight a whole bunch of Elid zombies, and that's pretty much it.
Yay!
Yay! I'm having so much fun!
Well, we'll see you in 10 minutes, Dave Palm. And I hope you don't get a bunch of work truckload onto you again.
Take care.
Peace. My advice, what makes work a lot better is having great sticky notes and pens. I should know. I have a collection. Oh wait, 10 minutes still. Oh, I thought you meant you'd be back in 10 minutes. Apologies.
Rennie really loves her stationery.
I do. I'm a stationery freak. I love highlighters. I love sticky notes, especially sticky notes. I love folders and.
That's a lot of zombies.
Oh, Ez, do I feel you?
They're just getting wrecked. Their shit in though.
Winter. Winter made a comment on the what shit shared recently in our group chat. Me at my edgy kids. That's her at us when we're sad.
Honestly.
For being edgy. God, I had almost gotten drank and I was so upset from the scratches. I don't want to keep on Grand Blue since we're playing Girls Frontline. But I am so... this game is putting my panties in a fucking twist. I swear to God, if we don't get the DJ Max event next, I'm gonna cry.
Right? Clear and Fail are so cute.
They are adorable and it's a rhythm game. Listen, my skills have been waiting for this day.
Matt, yes, T-dolls do have booby.
Yes, Matt.
They have many.
Fail makes my body rock hard.
You know,
My entire body.
my wee heart.
My PPR.
I won't roll low on pens.
My PP ain't just hard, my PP is fucking erect.
You know how much time you need to justify to the army you can't return a T-36 because it was ran over by a fucker? Jesus. Oh yeah, that T-36 that got hit! Oh,
She's still dead.
that's
She's
poor
fucking
guys.
dead.
She's fucking dead. Yo, Namtam knows where it's at. They go, I want my star idols. Micah, give me my idols!
Oh no, I've never played DJ Max in my life, but Fail is my type.
I want to play DJ Max so badly. I want to try it out eventually.
I
I love Fail. She's so smug. I want to play her if she ever comes up with the series.
I would love to try to audition for Clear because I really like Clear. I think she's got that like cutie, teasable personality going on, kind of like Beatrix.
Cause yeah, you know what? The best part is that I'm not acting arrogant here. This is probably gonna be the case, where Micah Team's gonna ask us to do a collab video again, and it's gonna be about DJ Max, and I'm so excited!
Listen, I'll fucking kick everyone out of the way to get the
Don't
job.
worry, even, like, if you've played the game, I'll do my research!
Listen, guys, I will make sure that Cordsy reads into whatever the fuck is about DJ Max fully. So this fucking event, like, that episode will be really nice.
Oh my...
I love Rick so much.
Oh my god! Yo! Thank you, Ian, for the 199 donation. So, like, our boy, girl, person, Nomtob, came through the clutch.
Oh? Oh no.
Ah, shit. I gotta put this down. Go away.
I'm terrified of what I am about to see.
Oh no! Oh,
Behold!
no, please.
Oh my god.
What in the actual?
I love it! Oh, no.
What in the actual?
What have you done? I hate that this makes sense.
It makes... I love this so much. This is one of your best.
Oh,
This is one of your best. If you want to see it for yourself in the server, go ahead and follow the invite link down below in the doobly-doo. This, doobly-doo below this video. It also holds our Twitter page and our Patreon link, so...
That's how 404 Radio ends, lads. That's how you've just seen it.
It was all just a G36 isekai!
Yes.
I don't know how to feel. This poor maid. I actually, funny enough, I want G36 to appear at some point because I only got to draw her
Technically,
once.
she did!
I only got to draw her once, though. That's what I was getting at.
Mm-hmm.
I've only got to draw her in the background. Whenever Springfield mentions herself and J36 being like kind of cute with like, it's kind of like, I was like, I don't want her to just walk by and look all boring. That's super boring to do. So I was like, I wanted to like infer that she's like running by real quick. At the time I didn't know how to motion blur, so I apologize. I would have probably looked better. But what it's inferring is that she's like running by the camera doing a peace sign. Like she's trying to be cute and coy. Like, cause she's looking at M200 like, this is some kid. That was my general idea coming off from like reading the script that Quartz provided me. She's chill. G36 is chill, and I like her. How do I spell isekai? There we go, I got it. I was saving the file as Namtab Isekai.
I am so grateful for... I still don't know how to pronounce it. Is it Nomtab? Nomtab? Namtab? N-A-M-T-A-B? I still don't know, but I want to be able to pronounce your name because you do us such a great service whenever we stream.
Make us giggle and feel heartwarmed and all bubbly inside.
Also, look at Alchemist Naruto running.
Wait, what? Oh my god, she... Oh my god, she... Oh, that's so weird to look at. Why does it make sense, though?
She Naruto runs, chat.
Oh my god! Well, just give my name a look backwards. He's Batman!
Oh my god!
Oh my god! He's Batman!
The one with the cat headband?
I don't know how to feel anymore. Oh my god. Wait, is Matt asking you about Grand Blue characters or what?
No, he's asking me the character.
Aww.
that did Quartz's
Ani
team,
was
I
saved
think.
by Aki. Did you guys see that? That was so cute.
Aww.
Aw, Aki's like, I'll save you.
No. Oh, on screen.
Alchemist is Orochimaru. Change my mind.
Oh, that's AN94. That's
Yeah, AN94 was a hostage, and Aki saved her.
Yeah. Oh no, that was just asking who that was.
Oh, okay.
Alchemist is an Orochimaru because she's not as hot.
Wait, what?
That she's cute.
Alchemist is like Orochimaru. His favorite meta Penzer donated $6.90. Wait, $6.90. This is why I'm not good at math class. And instead, with this donation, that Alchemist is Orochimaru. Changed my mind. And my thing is, Orochimaru was hotter. Did you see his son? Why is it all quiet? Why is it?
You know exactly why it's all quiet, Penny.
It was quiet after I said
I'm
Orochimaru
focusing. I
was
don't know
hot.
about you.
Orochimaru. I'm looking this. He looks like a snake.
I'm grinding.
He is a snake.
Aki.
Oh.
Oh no. No! No, the game froze!
Yes, it's coming.
Ah!
Dear.
Ah! It moved! It moved! Oh, there we go! Okay, oh!
If you guys know me, I do have a king for villains and mad scientists. Listen, the most attractive thing in a character that can be is knowledge, villainy, and being quick on your words.
Rennie, usually I agree with you in your taste in men, but I am looking at this guy and I am just I'm boggled. My mind is boggled right now.
If it makes you feel any better, he wasn't my ultimate.
There you go,
husband
Ani.
of-
I've saved you.
That's my
he
voice for
wasn't my
Aki, by the way.
ultimate- Oracle Radio.
Pat,
has
pat. That's a good Ani.
Oh, God. But yeah, Orochimaru wasn't my favorite character from Naruto. I liked him a lot, but he wasn't like my best boy. And he wait.
Alamu confirm a pile of mud of bad taste.
Oh,
Oof.
I'm not a Lamu. That's gross. Lamu are really bad.
No.
I feel
See,
slightly
the thing
insulted.
is about my Aki voice is that you'd expect her to sound hot, like, oh yes, I am a stereotypical hot-sounding waifu. But you see, I just like to imagine whenever she says on the beach that they're all such dorks, she says it like,
Ha ha ha! You're all such dorks.
I sort of imagine her with a bit of a southern accent.
I definitely do not.
I just think that it's rather funny to imagine her with a southern accent.
I like to imagine her with a sexy Russian voice.
Even though she is not an American gun, you know?
In fact, she's far from it. She's Russian.
She's literally on the other side of the world, but you know what? She spent way too much time with the Colt Revolver, and she's just
No.
hanging out.
Does that mean Asia got an accent after she dressed up as Colt Revolver? It's like a disease.
And now I'm slowly morphing into a motherfucking Southern Belle. That's
Oh
what it is.
god.
Oh no! Oh no! God, I really like the Southern accent. It's
Oh my
very-
god, he's
it's
calling
so
you
odd.
Sith-chan.
Yes, my dear. What do you wish for? I can give
Also,
you all that you desire.
Napalm donated I think it's euros or pounds?
It's 2 euros, Rennie.
Because
Euros.
it looks like an E.
Oh.
Pounds look like a hook.
Oh, okay. He donated 2 euros and said, nothing's happening here, but my PC is dying. See you.
Bye, Napalm.
Bye-bye. Excuse me.
Sith-kun.
And Sith-kun.
Hold up. Who is the from Tokyo Ghoul again?
Oh, Python's on this map.
I think that is Kaneki.
Oh, no. It's the old guy. The older man from the cafe.
What? No.
Why did I get an upgrade?
No. Like, Ice Conduit says, Rini, I have a king for villains and mad scientists, and then he puts the name of a Tokyo Ghoul character, but I can't pronounce it. Akihiro Kano?
Kano?
Or Akihiro?
Kano.
Oh, hey, the whole gang's back together. Isn't that cute?
Oh, fuck, Akihiro. I know who that boy is.
Yeah, that's the
Not
old
looking
man
him up
at the
to refresh
cafe.
my memory.
Yeah, I searched it. It was the old man at the cafe, sis.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, you put a
I
taunt
have
fairy
not
on him?
actually-
Yeah, you got it.
Listen, I like some very, some men that might be a little grizzled, cough cough, Enzo, but I'm not into super duper older men, or just already got white hair men, unless it's big. I just am not into grandpas, or what's it called, gilfs?
Gilfs.
Yeah.
That
So
should be enough.
confused. Gilfs?
I spent 3 training contracts, and now I've got 4 back. Instant gratification. I don't know why I said instant gratification. I was thinking of something different. It's good. It's a good thing.
There's a word for it.
Anyway, okay, so we are putting in exactly 1 combat echelon, and it is a rifle handgun formation again, so we get to vote. Are we putting down EWIS or are we putting down NTW? Put in your votes now.
Only fair for NTW.
No.
NTW or EWIS?
You're putting it in the chat. So your vote will be tallied.
The fairy doesn't matter because I am going to change it to a taunt fairy. It's recommended. Ooh, I'm seeing more NTWs this time. All right, for that sick.
Yes, Matt says NTW. His word is gospel. You have to pick it.
I have to listen.
I just realized they're both 3 letters.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, they are.
IWS.
Sorry, we call her EWIS. This is...
EWIS.
It's just a little bit easier to say than IWS. A little bit less awkward. EWIS.
Ewis.
Euless.
It's kind of nerdy sounding, but she's cute. She can handle it.
But she is kind of a nerd. But she's a lovable nerd.
Yeah,
He's a dork.
she's...
Halo Sniper wins? Yes. Absolutely. The
Whatever.
Halo Sniper should win.
Whatever.
Okay, we don't even move.
Matt says goodbye.
Bye, Matt!
Bye, Matt.
Also,
Because
Thanachulos,
somewhere
thank you for the...
Tokyo Ghoul, he's gonna go look at Tokyo Ghoul stuff now. Because he loves that.
Alrighty.
Thanachulos, thank you for the $1.99 donation. Huh, didn't know people could blow up like that.
Hmm?
I don't know what that means.
I don't know. Either.
Alright, so I have to pay attention very much to the instructions because I don't want anyone to do something stupid, so I have to set them all to standby. Especially you, Sop.
What? What did I do?
Naturalist gives another 1 in 9. Ignore that comment. Okay.
What?
Oh my goodness, Rennie. You're such a dork.
No.
You are.
You? What is the name of singularity in this map layout? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't want Ow, I'm not stupid.
Rennie isn't stupid.
No.
I am only just not. I lack street smarts and sometimes can't count right. But I'm not stupid. That good.
By the way, I just want to use this moment to remark on the fact that some people have criticized Rennie's Sop voice for sounding too squeaky. That is the one complaint I've actually heard. And I'm like, if you could hear her right then, and you'll hear her again probably, because she's probably gonna fight more stuff. How is that not, like, the shrillest voice you've ever heard in the game itself? I never understood that complaint. It was all the way back from the first time we heard Sop in 404 radio. And it bothered me, because it's one of those dumb things where I'm like, did people seriously think this? It's too squeaky. What? Any other criticism? Fine, whatever. But that was the one that confounded me.
I got criticized for my 5'7" voice, and I understand the sentiment with that. And if I do end up voicing her again, I do want to improve it, because going back to that episode, because I try to watch the episodes, like, frequently, I do agree, yeah, there are some problems with that voice, in terms of, either I sound too much like MDR sometimes, or I'm getting too close to, like, to my Sopbot, because she's very particular, and breathy, and spooky, to keep in that sometimes.
Not squeaky enough.
Oh god, I think the squeakiest I've gone is like... What's the squeakiest I've gone, actually? No. The only other time...
Oh wait, shush. Here we go. Yeah, you guys are right. Rinny is definitely too squeaky. Too squeaky. Too squeaky. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Were you waiting for Sopbot to talk?
Yes, I was.
Yeah, I'm totally just not as squeaky as that voice actress.
Wait, no. I was saying that you were too squeaky. Your voice is just too high-pitched.
That's way too high pitched for her. Totally. It's not like that voice actress sounds like she like sucked up a whole tank of helium. Walked into the booth and said, "Alright, we're doing this today!" And I think she did a wonderful job. I love her.
Oh yeah, her voice is great. It's just I find that funny that people would make that specific complaint.
Like, if they said something about my acting, I'd take that into consideration.
Acting is one thing, but the sound of the voice, I'm like, no, I don't think that's the problem.
I also sometimes think low-key criticizing an English dub to compare it to the original source. Sometimes I understand it. Like, I know recently we discussed how, funny enough, this relates to Grand Blue, how the voice actor for Percival and Lancelot should have been switched because Percival sounds too much like a dork, and Lancelot, he's fine, but his voice fits Percival way better in English. Like, if they swapped, it would have been perfect. Because in Japanese, that's kind of how it is. Like, they both don't even sound really dorky. They both sound very mature from their tones and such. So it's just odd casting, but overall, like, the acting is fine. And that isn't technically, like, a harsh criticism. Because, again, there's always a problem when you go to a voice actor and say, like, you don't sound like the Japanese person who did this character first. Because another thing to keep in mind is that directors might not themselves want something close to that. They might be taking the character in a different route, and thus they need a different voice or slightly different. It's not a disrespect. It's just out of what is available, what is the necessity.
This is how I think of it. This is a very simple way to think about it. Does the voice that comes out of the character's mouth still sound like you would imagine that character to sound? Even if the voice is slightly different, does it still sound like how you would generally imagine that character to sound? If so, then there's not really a problem with the sound of the voice. then it's about the acting. Is the acting on par? You know?
And acting is a thing I feel like is easier to criticize in a way than saying you don't like a voice. Because that's also, it's kind of like art in a way sometimes, where it's up to personal preference whether you're gonna like a voice or not. Like, I've heard this criticism towards like Christina V, where people are mixed. Either they really like her voice or they don't like her voice because of the unique way she sounds. And I don't think either are wrong, as long as they're not like mean to her or anything, because she works hard for what she does. I like to believe that, at least, because she's in so many things. But I can understand it because she does have a very specific voice, so sometimes her voice, personally, I don't think fits a character that she's casted for, or it's just too odd coming from that character. Her acting's pretty fine, though. She's really good acting ability.
That's really weird. The guide says we would lose AK-12 to the Hydra. AK-12's still here!
She's still fucking standing!
Oh, now it's my turn.
It's subjective, yeah.
That is funny though. Like, the people that criticize you for being, like, you sounding not like Stopmon, which I don't think you don't do, which is a really weird, like, triple negative that I just pulled right there. I think that you have a good Stopmon voice. But people don't criticize my 45 voice for being much deeper than 45s in the original. I don't see criticisms like that.
Because I think it just comes to nitpicking, and that's not saying like, oh, woe is me, I'm being attacked. No, I don't think it's something against me myself. I think it's just the fact that Satmod is a very sheltered character from what I can tell, at least from the very loud minority of people who are very harsh with what they say and aren't very constructive, that any little change to SOP or anything that's new or different, and if they don't like it, they tend to get very defensive. When I love Satmod, I like voicing her, I love drawing her. Anytime Court says she's gonna be in an episode, I am fucking hyped. Because we all care about Sop as a character, basically, yeah, as a character. Like, we really like her in the team. So, it is odd, yeah, that people will criticize me for being very squeaky when I'm actually doing what they want. I'm trying to replicate the actual voice actress. But they don't criticize Sith for being completely different than 45.
Right.
I think it's also, it comes down to 45, at least our 45, and I do think the game is 45 as well, like having the sense that she would have a deeper voice, I feel.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true, because I've heard a lot of people be thrown off by the game's 45. I've heard a lot of people say, boy, I did not expect her to sound that squeaky. So honestly, I feel like that's why people are more okay with Sith's rendition, because Sith sounds like how people imagined 45 for the first time sounding. Which actually, funny enough, goes back to what I was talking about. Does this voice fit how you imagine the character to sound by looking at them and knowing what they're like? You know? Whereas people are okay with Sop's voice in the game, so therefore people feel like they are more okay with criticizing Rinny. Because she's going for a similar voice.
There's not a ton of people, thank God, because I, at that point, feel like, yeah, it's a problem, but because most of the people that have come to me about my voice have been very polite, very kind, and even then when I've gotten criticism, majority of the time it's been very constructive. Like, heck, we had a friend who criticized my 5'7", going back to her, and he was very, very polite about it. And I want to improve on that so that I can show people, yeah, I do genuinely care about these characters and voicing them. Everyone on the project and all us voice actors care about what we're doing. I want to improve. So, constructive criticism is very helpful. You just saying, like, and I'm not directing this specifically to anyone, I'm just saying in general to anyone who just goes to a voice actor and says, I don't like your voice. What the hell are we supposed to do with that? We are not getting anything out of that. We will not improve then. We don't know what's wrong. And that kind of just sticks with the person. It's like this post I saw yesterday, when if you go up to an artist and say about one of their designs or something, you say, I don't like it, or this is gross, or no. What are we supposed to do with that? There's like, no. That's not constructive criticism. And then when an artist, voice actor, anyone just deflects from that, it's seen as not taking criticism. That doesn't make any sense. You didn't give any criticism. You just said you didn't like a thing. Criticism is being constructive and showing how you feel about a thing. But it's basically being able to back up your feelings and elaborate on them and describe them. Not just say, this thing is bad. No, you're able to say, I don't particularly like the way your acting ability sounds because it makes the character sound too high-pitched for her range, and I think that throws it off.
Basically, in summary, if you want to criticize, we welcome it, but you have to tell us exactly what you don't like. And it doesn't have to be like a whole paragraph, that's not what we're asking for. Just give us like a thought out sentence that specifies exactly, like, I received a comment the other day, someone saying like that in episode 8 there's like a whole bunch of stuff that doesn't match the game, and that's all they said. And I'm like, well, go figure, but like, what didn't you like specifically? Because if there's something specific you didn't like, I can fix it, or I can make it better to swallow or something like that. But if you don't say why you don't like it, or why you think it doesn't work, or even what it is specifically you don't like, we can't do anything about it. It's as simple as that. We just have to take it and be like, oh, they don't like this thing. The only way we would take a closer look at things from general comments like that is if gigantic waves of people were saying they just didn't like this in general. But if it's not that, and your one lone comment, it is trust me, I will look at your comment, I look at every comment, I will look at your comment with a lot more respect if you just tell me specifically what you don't like, rather than be super general with it. Like, I just don't like the show. I don't like how there's all these changes. I don't like, and that's it. Nothing else. Not even telling us what changes you don't like. You know?
Look, Napalm put, not Napalm, my bad. Nomtop, sorry. Nomtop says, a thorough but considerate criticism is what artists need, not just words.
Right.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Very true. Also, Anthony says, hey, what's up at Commander Quartz? Just got a new PC, and this is the first live stream I'm watching.
Nice.
Hey,
welcome.
Welcome from your new PC.
Hello, how are you doing?
Beep boop beep bop. We are not an uprising of robots.
One more note I want to make is that I find it honestly actually frustrating. More frustrating, and I know this is probably like the reaction they want, but I don't get it where I'm like, oh, I have to comment back to them. But when people like say the very general comments I'm talking about, I find it frustrating because I'm like, I would rather more people liked the show than have this divide in the community as to whether they like the show or not. But the thing is, a lot of the people, not all of course, but there's been plenty of people who have criticized the show very generally. And again, I can't do anything with that, and that frustrates me because I'm like, I would rather people like the show. Please tell me what specifically you don't like so that I can do something about it. But like, no, people are just like, I don't like it. That's it. I'm like, I can't do anything with that. I literally cannot do anything with that.
It's understandable if you can't name a reason as to why you don't
the show, but like, then why even comment that? If you can't find, like, it's not for, like, not everything is for everyone,
Right.
obviously.
Yeah.
But if you can't pinpoint an exact reason, then the creator can't build off anything from that.
Mm-hmm.
We can't fix anything. We can't try and rationalize a decision that we could do to help. It's like it becomes an impossible challenge if we don't get an answer.
Because the thing is, I feel like some people are scared, though, to voice their criticisms, especially specific stuff, because they're thinking maybe that we're looking for an argument, or that we just be like, no, you're wrong. No, because there's been stuff people have criticized in the show, particularly, and we went back and were like, how can we make this better next time? Or can we do anything about this now in, like, a near future episode to have it make more sense? Or to make it better, to improve it even, or something like that. You know? Like, for example, a big one that, like, a lot of people mentioned specifically was they were very confused. Not that all of them disliked it, but a lot of them were very confused by Sop's actions in episode 7. So that's why in episode 8, we went back and made Ro say that line where she was playing to be a traitor, that Sop had told her everything and what she was doing. And then in 8.5, we try to make her motivations clearer on top of that. That was because you guys specifically voiced concerns, not just said, I don't like this thing. That's it. Like, no, you guys made it clear what your specific concerns were, and we were able to then fix it later.
Yeah. It was actually fun to get to voice Sop Mod being like, I gotta go, goodbye, woo, like to Ro, because I was like, yes, Sop Mod gets to say a thing again. And then 8.5 happened, and that was me being like, I get to speak Sop Mod 3 times? That recording session.
3 times the Sop?
3 times the Sop. I gave Quartz like how many minutes? It was like 2 minutes long of Sop Mod Junior noises. I think it was like 2 minutes long. But I was an idiot and forgot biting noises specifically, so I had to go back and do that later. In the middle of drawing that scene, I think. Because I was like, fuck, that's the one thing I forgot.
Oh, that keeps throwing me off. Alright, so the last fight, it just requires 1 rifle handgun formation with a taunt fairy recommended, and then 3 dummies with 1 HOC. So there's only gonna be 1 team fighting, and it's a day battle. That's the key here. So that's why I swapped out all the night battle equips. So that means that I'm bringing Ewis because this is the final map of this chapter. And I don't want to take chances. Although maybe it would be poetic if it was NTW, but I'm like, no, I don't want to take chances. I would rather it be Ewis, who is the more all around, like, what's the word? Like, tactically sound formation. Ooh, M870.
Somebody asked a good question. To our lovely femme VAs, how would Car 98K be voiced?
Okay, one thing I have to mention before we even talk about that comment. I like this comment from Midnight Rain. The, air quotes, Sop actually galaxy-brained retcon was actually well executed. Thank you!
It wasn't exactly a retcon. Like, that was we had that in mind when it was in the episode, but we just made it more clear.
Right.
We didn't have a lot of context put into there, so we can understand it looking like a retcon.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
The intent was always that Sop Mod's pretty big-brained, and she cares a lot about her survival, and that is enforced. That is very much shown during 8.5. She is very...
We had talked about this many times, that what we intended with Sop was that she cared about the fact that she was mortal, which is executed. We finally get to see, like, her being introduced to that in 8.5. So basically we wanted her to be, like, the perfect foil to Ro. And instead of just making her stupid, or, like, really, like, overly childish to the point that it clouds any of her judgment, we made it so that Ro is the one who is tactically sound. Like, she's the one thinking of everyone, and she clearly cares that everyone works well together as a team. And she's kind of this detective persona type. Like, she's investigative. She wants to know more about everything that's going on. Whereas Sop, she is not exactly bright in those areas, but she is basically almost like... I hesitate to use the word genius, but I guess that would be fitting. Where she's like a genius at surviving. She wants everyone to be alive, but she's considering how to keep the people closest to her alive, as well as herself. She's like considering all of these things, you know?
She's a little tad selfish compared to Ro. Ro is very selfless, and that's shown when she takes a bullet.
Right.
Technically a few bullets for 416.
Mm-hmm. They're polar opposites, but they are both very intelligent in their own rights. That's what we wanted to convey. They're just they're intelligent at completely opposite things. But still things that mesh well together. So.
CX4 Storm, I don't think we can guarantee. The problem with this answer gets, or this question gets answered a lot, or this question gets asked a lot if a certain girl will appear in an episode, and unfortunately that's something we can never really answer 100%, even if it's a girl we also like, because it takes a lot of planning and consideration about what girls are going to be put in. Because trust me, guys, behind the scenes, I've been fighting for CMS and like Contender and Grizzly especially to appear in an episode, but there hasn't been any situations where we could clearly put any of those type of characters in, unfortunately.
I continually fight for Zaz.
Oh yeah, of course. Nico always is like, I want Zaz to be in an episode, you fuck!
By the way, before we get to these donations, I acknowledge them, though, nonetheless. I'll put this one out first, and then we'll save Lylov's question for next. Ian says, with his $1.99 donation, Detective Sop is on the case! How? No one knows!
Nobody knows!
But I realized I remembered I interrupted the car comment. So let's get to that first, and then I'll get to Lylov's question.
Oh, that's true.
How would cars sound?
Well, I can answer that, because Rennie and I specifically talked about this, where we kind of like the idea of giving her like a Nero-esque persona from like Fate, because we like the idea of her being really small, because even though that's a big joke in the fandom, we were like, what if we went through with that? Where she's like, she's very charismatic and gets through to people, and she's very elegant, but at the same time, she's kind of a huge dork and very selfish. But not in like a conventional way where she just wants everything for herself, but like she's selfish in that she wants her image to always look good, and she's obsessed with that as well. And her sidekick is STG.
Why don't spill the beans on that?
No, I am spilling the beans on that. I'm not gonna tell them everything, but I will tell them that she has her own Adu-chan because she thinks she's really important.
Yeah.
Because even in the game, she has this air of self-importance, like, I'm really important, you should be lucky to have me, Commander. So basically, she's like, I should have my own adjutant, and she gets STG.
She's like, STG, be my adjutant. You're my, what's the word? Not pack mule. That's too mean.
You're my camera person to shoot all of my victories. But, and so the kicker here is that she would have a rivalry with Negev and Iwis. Which is funny for anyone who knows their history. It's kind of horrible, yet it's meant to be, like, funny rather than, like, terrible. It's basically a parody of all those terrible dojins of Kar and Negev. But it's meant to be lighthearted. They don't hate each other at all. It's more just like they don't get along, basically.
And that's not even coming from separate of the gun history. It's not that. It's mostly just their type of personalities would conflict a lot, because Negev's the type of woman that's very selfish in her ego. She believes everything is an object to her, and everything she should get because she's the best. Well, Kar is kind of the opposite. She believes she's kind of like, I'm the queen of the castle, but I'm a very, very benevolent queen, and I am good to my subjects as long as they are good to me, and I will give them everything they ask for and be the best that I can. Like,
Goddamn, I
she'd be
think I
the
screwed
type
up.
to encourage people on their hobbies, or encourage dolls to do more with their lives rather than just being weapons, rather than Negev, who would do the opposite, encourage them to only be weapons, because it would benefit her as a very high-standing official.
But yeah, I hear you groaning over there, Sith. Like, listen, we're not bringing up, like, these dojins like, oh yeah, this is our inspiration, and we want to make them hate each other in that way. It's like, no, like, that's why I said, specifically, I have the notes if you want me to show them to you. It is clearly meant to be lighthearted.
I gotcha.
Also because they're both midgets. They're both so fucking small.
They're both very small as well.
They're
Why
so
did I...
tiny! Except one of them has boobs, and the other, well, that's up to interpretation whether or not we give her boobs, because some people do and some people don't, because nobody
Well,
can tell.
Well, we see in her costume, like
She has breasts, yeah.
Wait, does she?
Yeah, she does.
Oh, yeah! She does!
Yes. Like she's not packing heat, but like she's got boobs.
She's got nice boobies. Yeah.
She's not Negev.
She's got nice average boobs. They're nice.
Also, Super Metal Panther, thank you for the 690 donation. I heard a bang. I turned to look at the door and see that my dog, excuse me, has literally headbutted the door and forced it open.
Oh no!
So,
Oh no!
with that out of the way, I want to make sure I don't forget about Lyalov's question. He asks, is there any doll or character that hasn't appeared that any of you would like to voice?
Plin.
There's so many! There's so many! Oh boy, I have a list.
Let me answer.
And I check it twice to find out which doll I'm voicing or not. And by that I mean whether like the audition process starts and then I audition and then later update be like, dear diary, I didn't get that doll. But-
AP12 would be really cool to voice, but I don't think I can make her sound different than my other voices, so that's a
I
dream
think
that I
maybe with practice.
maybe with practice. Maybe if I give her a southern accent, maybe then
Oh, God.
I'll have a chance.
I think you make a good cult revolver though.
I think a good cult revolver, I would say, because my southern accent's pretty good. I can hold it for a long time.
It's pretty tasty if I do say so myself.
It's pretty tasty. It's pretty
Yeah.
tasty. I'll tell you that.
Yoo-hoo!
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw, partner.
Nice cult revolver.
No,
Like,
oh, so it's just an accent.
your bitch.
The Carcano, yes, is one of them. I actually, if the Carcano sisters came up,
Fuck
I would
me.
try to vote them, because I-
Finally, a hard map. Jesus Christ.
Honestly, I would like to
This is the
know
kind of thing
how you
you're
would play
for.
Carcano purple sis.
Uh,
I would go for a more quiet, sort of reserved kind of performance. Like very, like not very confident.
She's like she lies a lot because she isn't confident, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. She's a pathologic liar. Very ASMR-y, you know.
What would her Child's Day sound like?
Kind of the same thing, but just a bit more higher.
Like your Ilya?
Sort of like that, but like just a bit breathier, I think. My name's Ilya, and I have depression. My name's Ilya, and I have a gun. And I have a gun, and I'm gonna shoot myself with it.
Oh god! No, put the gun down!
No, it's too late. It's already.
Ruby, do
out.
something!
Problem is that this is finally, like, the first challenging map, but the reward isn't even worth it, because all you get is the badge again. That's it. That's all you get, and I've completed every other major map. So, if I somehow don't complete this, I'm legit, like, there's no reason to even be mad, because it's not even worth it. It's not even like, oh, well, this is the only map you can farm M870. There's not even that. It's not even that. So it's like, I mean, I'll keep trying, but I'm not gonna try forever. I'm just gonna be like, whatever, man, I don't care.
Especially if it's difficult, like trying to farm MA70 on a difficult map is fucking annoying.
Yeah, why would
But
you
that
even
was-
try to farm here?
Oh god, that was me trying to farm for like 5-7 on Ouroboros. I gave up eventually because I was so frustrated with the RNG.
Pad.
Thank you, Sidhu. I'm so happy that Thunder's map wasn't super difficult. It was tedious, but it was easy to do overall. And I ended up getting
Wolfo. Sorry, but this is just a really sweet comment that I've seen from Wolfo. You're welcome for the writing advice. Good luck in your journeys.
Aww, I don't remember if you guys remember me, but here's some advice. Writing anyways, and I wanted to say I started writing my My Hero Academia fanfic that is based in America. Ooh, that's actually really interesting, because I remember in the movie they do say that yes, America has quirks and such. Like, they do imply at the very beginning that all over the world there are people with quirks. I wish you the best of luck in your writing endeavors then. My Hero Academia is also a really good fandom, so you are in culture, my sir. Or my man.
Alright, I'll try moving people this
Catch
time.
up with season 3. Or season 4, technically. Jesus fucking Christ, I'm so behind. I need to, like, sit down and just get ready to binge.
Fuck me, the problem is rifles move so slow. Like, why even have the taunt? Like, it barely does anything.
Because their laser goes through it, right?
Yeah, the laser goes right through it. And, like, for some reason, I just can't kill these bitches. The laser ones. They're, like, so fucking hard to kill.
Fuck, Ewis isn't killing them?
Ewis is barely doing anything to them.
Jeez.
Some people are
Honestly,
saying
I'm looking at, like, it says rifle handgun formation recommended, and I'm like, I'm thinking AR-SMG instead.
that-
Honestly, I'm gonna bring M4 to this shit.
Yeah, M4 Exodia if you can. That's what a lot of the chat's saying.
Or Exodia isn't a good option.
Yeah, they said Exodia is not a good option, Rennie.
No, but they're also saying M4 Exodia instead.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna bring that shit. That's such a fucking gimmicky formation, I hate it. Like, Exodia at least works, but like...
What's an M4 Exodia? Anyways, I can tell it has M4 there.
Yeah, it straight up just
Oh.
says, 1 combat, rifle handgun formation 90 plus 5 times dummy links with taunt fair recommended but not required. Plus 3 dummy link plus 1. Yeah, so it's just recommending that. But what's weird is that the map shows them using M4. So I'm like, this
think
guide is bonkers if it thinks like, oh yeah, you could totally get through this with a rifle handgun.
I think it's meaning the boss, because a lot of people are saying you want to use that for the boss.
No, it says 1 combat formation. That's it.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's my problem with the guide. They're right. I honestly believe you guys, like in the chat, that what you're supposed to do is actually use AR-SMG. At least to get to the boss. But yeah, the guide itself is just saying, nope, you could just do it with rifle handgun.
No, fuck. That sounds like difficult as hell. Fuck that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, excuse me. To answer the question though, CZ75, I would love to try to audition for her because she's really fucking cool. PA15, I want to be as like close to Belial as I possibly could with her.
What?
As in, I want to make her sound horny because she's always horny. She's not classy like DSR. She's horny for stimulation, and I think that's fucking cute and funny. And I like PA15. I have become endeared to her. Also CMS. I just actually want to talk like a child, like an actual baby, like a troglodyte that walked in from the Chuck E. Cheese's and everyone's yelling to go to Weenie Hut Junior's because she's an idiot. I love her. She's my stupid daughter. She needs a bath and stop eating raw fish. It's bad for her tum-tum, even though she's a robot. It's bad for her circuits. She's so dumb and cute. She's my stupid baby.
Where's that boss? I want to know where she is. All the way over here. Okay.
Ez, you're stupid like her, except you shower, which is good. I'm kidding, I don't.
Okay, my game literally glitched out there. Whatever.
Really jumps at the opportunity to voice characters that are much like her.
I resonate. Also, I just really like voicing gremlins. I don't want to get typecast as that, because most of the time, gremlins are the most emotive type, and I like emoting as much as I can in the voice, because when I can't do that, it frustrates me because I have a hard time not emoting.
Yeah, ARSMG fucking mows through these. Jesus. Yeah, I already beat it.
God.
Completely opposite.
Roach fucking tanked that shit as well.
Yeah. Okay.
I want to see CMS and Flynn being stupid buddies, even though Flynn isn't even like a child, so she says she's not a child and she has a really like weirdly deep voice. Kind of spooky. New gremlin child is made. Brittany, this is my child and I will love them unconditionally. Yes, that was me when I saw CM as his Children's Day outfit. I don't like her damage because I think it's way too blue. And I'm like, please don't use my daughter. That's no. But like the base for it is so cute, where she's like, I'm eating a sis and it's very yummy. It's not raw, I swear.
Oh.
I'd like harden my list even more for her. That's like this and done and not bad. Yeah, fun fact, if you didn't know, I'm gonna ruin all your days right now. The artist for CMS claims, it's not confirmed by Micah, just something the artist put out there one time, that apparently CMS doesn't take baths and that's why her hair is very black and has blue highlights, because it's greasy. And now, listen, personally, I just thought it was because they also admitted when designing CMS, she is based off I think it's a Korean or Japanese meme, it's an Asian meme, of this like really stylish hobo man walking down the street, and they based CMS off of that meme. And I thought that was funny, and I thought that's why her hair was colored black.
Until
That comment came out on their Twitter, and it is on the wiki. You can find it there. You can look on their Twitter too. It's there. It exists. Thankfully, Micah hasn't found it out, but it scares me. Because in her summer outfit, her hair is not highlighted with blue anymore, and her hair is brown. So it is implying that because she was in the water, her hair is clean now. So her actual hair color is brown. Listen, if I'm drawing CMS, and depending on how Quartz writes her, either I would want to go with, as like recommendation on my own self as like the artist, either her hair is already just naturally black and I highlight it with blue, because that actually, I just thought it was a really nice like design thing with their color scheme. Like I thought it was just really nice color palette. But no, it's just a gross grease lick. I would just make it that she's not greasy, and that it's just her hair is black and using blue highlights on it. Done. Or I'm making her hair brown and leave it at that, because it doesn't make sense for a T-doll to not bathe and have hair that grease. I know she's a stupid kid, but why would you program a doll to smell? I love this artist too. They are very good. Their designs are usually very competent. There are some critiques I have on them at times, but overall, their designs have been pretty nice. I like what they have contributed. I just question that design element constantly in my brain, and I can never forget. Why would you give your baby that? Why would you make them smelly? That's not cute. That's disgusting and upsetting, because I like CMS a lot and her cute little shorts. And for once, the one knee pad makes sense because she's stupid. I'd give her to Nikas though because it really would help with my OCD. But you know, her backpack's so cute too. I want a backpack like that. Sorry, I'm having.
You okay, Renee?
No, I am not having a moment. C-MS. Yes, I say CMS. She says, why? Because fuck bathing? Anthony, no. Bathing is important. Basically, my feelings towards that is like the scene in the Babadook where the mom screams, why can't you be normal? And it's just Sam that's screaming. Like, ah! Would you voice Lolly 416 if given the chance? Thank you, Ian, for the $1.99. That would be up to Fishy.
I'm pretty sure Fishy would just do a lolly voice.
Yeah.
That is Fishy pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure all the main voice actresses and voice actor in the case of Sith can do a lolly voice.
Yeah, I can do it.
Like even Rex. I've heard Rex do his young
voice.
Young voices, and I think honestly he could pull off a very crafty little negative. That would be adorable.
Actually, my baby 45 voice would be different than my Ilya, I feel. Because Ilya has a whole different tonal, like, she's got a different texture to her voice than 45, which is my normal voice. It's got the same mouth feel, I should
Plus,
say.
it is implied that like they are just switching bodies, so it's technically still the same person in those costumes, or they're just switching clothes. So it's still cynical 45, unless like I think the game just changes it for the flavor, like of the lines where they talk all cute. Which I'm okay with. I like it. It's very adorable, and I like to think, oh, this is a little baby. This is a baby. I like kids. Kids are adorable. I want to be a good mom someday. Kids are great. Love
Hold on,
and
let
protect
me
children.
try to find it right now.
Also, hello, Setsuna. How's it going? Oh, that's right. We have to retreat from this one. Oh,
Alright,
that's actually
so,
recommended that we retreat from this one.
Alright, I'm gonna try to find that baby 45 voice.
Lolly 45
here.
bug as fuck.
Alright, okay, so how about this voice? A little bit higher, I think, but here. Like, would this range be cool? Like, for a young 45?
I think that would work. She sounds cool and hip with the kids.
But
Do
she
sound
still
cool and
sounds.
hip.
That's the point. She's supposed to sound like a kid, not cool and hip with the kids.
Alright. How about this one? This is my Ilya voice now! No!
I think your Ilya voice is more on point, honestly.
Fine then, I'll use my Ilya voice. Hi there.
G11.
It's you and me 45, and I'm a child.
I'm a child.
I can't say the F word anymore.
I am by law not allowed to use the F word anymore.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
She's programmed not to anymore. She can't curse anymore. Well, if G11 like walks
Just
in
say
the
it
room,
once.
G11's like pathetic.
Yeah.
I'm tiny and I know. Fuck.
But you're not a baby, you're a grandma.
You just fucking call me old.
You're older than all of us.
I'm about to whoop that and just G11 pulls out a belt.
Plus, you're the only one of us that doesn't have a child's day skin.
Because you're already a child! On the inside.
You don't remember when you were a child.
I'm about to swear to God you'll be grounded for 2
You wouldn't
weeks.
hit a kid. That's against the law.
You're a robot.
And so are you. It'd be against the laws of robotics, I guess.
Right. I see you have chosen death.
But
Child censor sound is a rubber ducky squeaking. G11 is forever stuck in her puberty. Amen. FBI, open up. G11 would be such a mean parent. She has no tolerance for kids.
Oh yeah, I can say frick. Yeah.
What would baby G11 sound like? Does she just go, goo.
Yes, she doesn't even have a voice changer. It's just the same voice.
Why do I sound the same?
It's the curse of living, G11.
The
It's
curse
literally
of
all they do.
living.
All they do for G11 Children's Day is that she's wearing a different outfit.
Yeah.
Who touched the child?
Who's touching the child?
Who's touching the child? No me toques fuck, I forgot how to say child in Espanol. No le toques el niño.
Is it Chico? Nino?
No.
Nino?
Niño's like when you're referring to like a boy. Like that's
Niña?
Yeah, we
Niña's
need
referring
ya.
to a girl. No le toques el niña. Yeah, I love Surapello. I wish I was better at Spanish. Niña, niño. With G11's skin for Children's Day, be G11 on Nesan because she's already a lolly. Imagine that in a world where we had G11 but titties. I think that's a world that would just explode on itself because it will never happen and it is an anomaly of life and it will destroy and corrupt the universe.
What if she's like MDR, where she's just like hiding it behind closed doors?
No, because we've seen her chest multiple times.
Damn.
She's a board-ish. She at least has like bumps.
Okay, now it says, at the beginning of the new turn, retreat the combat echelon used to destroy the AA platform and deploy the boss team. I personally
Yes,
recommend a
alright.
rifle handgun team since it has to fight a Gundam
Nice.
unit on the way, blah blah blah. Yeah, now this is where it's supposed to pop up. The instructions at the beginning are a little confusing. That is my one critique of this guide in this part of it.
That's odd. The guide's usually really good. That, like, throughout the whole
It should have said we recommend an ARSMG team to get to this point and then a rifle handgun to go to the boss. That's what I would have done. I mean, I'm not like a master of making guides, but given what I did, that echo threw me off. Given what I did to get here, that's what I would recommend. It's pretty easy when you have a strong enough ARSMG team.
Yo, Sid's adorable when he speaks Spanish. Me, I sound like I don't know anything.
Like, I don't know anything actually, but you're Hispanic. You have that advantage to you.
But I barely even have an accent, which is hilarious. No puedo es... No
I'm like the whitest person that I know. I can't do
Nico's
it.
here.
That's fair. Nico is whiter than me.
I think... I was about to say, I was like, who's the palest from us all? But
Me.
I think it's Yusuf. Because
Yeah, because you've seen me, and you've seen
Yeah.
my fucking hands. Like, I can
Your
see...
baby hands?
I do not have baby hands.
They have baby hands. Listen, someone with baby hands knows another baby hand person. We have baby hands.
You said that I have nice hands.
You do have very
You
nice
do have
hands.
very nice hands.
You can have baby hands and like anybody can have baby hands and have very nice hands.
Yeah, she
That's
right.
what works. Like Quartz has very nice hands that are not very baby like. They're more like slender and like pretty oglet and very nice for
Long.
modeling. I don't have a hand
They can
fetish, by
reach
the way.
places.
They can yeah, you can ask Quartz to reach behind the couch to grab the remote with his slender fingers.
Yes, he just like extends his
Oh god!
Oh, God.
No.
handy.
Scuttle.
G11. Oh fuck, now I'm dealing with a sassy lost child. Or a sassy lost children.
This is gonna be fun.
But
Boom.
yeah, like, my paleness is fucking crazy. Like, I can see, like, basically all of the veins in my body. I am, like, one of those translucent frogs that they grow in labs to build ears. You know those frogs?
What?
Like, oh no, that's mice. Mice do that. Mice. They grow ears off of mice. Like, ear transplants and stuff.
Really?
Sometimes, yeah. There's like a special breed of mice that they just stick ear implants onto, and then they grow, and then they cut them off.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but some people need ears, bro.
Yeah, but it's scary.
Scary!
Surgery is scary. But when it's needed, it's needed. God. I forgot a little bit about Bubble Girl, ABS. I'm excited for her. She is also very cute. I wouldn't say one of my favorites, but I like her. I feel like she has a lot of
Fuck me.
robot feet.
Oh, this is just sorry that I've been sniffling. It's been 2 weeks. I'm still sniffly. I hate life, really. I do. And I hate my nose. It's stupid and dumb.
Okay, so you know what will make you feel better? My name is Doreen. I am gremlin years old, and I reside in the northwest section of Quartz Closet, where the Yu-Gi-Oh cards are. Rini Yoshikage and Observer.
Oh my god. Oh
Not like-
my god, that's a fucking JoJo reference.
It's a motherfucking JoJo reference! Da-da-da-da-da. Thank you, Anthony. We get to clown on the JoJo memes.
I still need to watch that. I want to watch that with you guys.
We need to
Arrange
set a
the
date.
time.
We need to. One like it was like Saturday or something. It's like ample viewing time because nobody's like it's the weekend.
Wait, you don't have classes shut down, Renee?
Oh no, I don't have classes at all. I'm on spring break.
Oh.
But I got work.
Rip.
I mean around the last 3 frames, so they're just gonna be tedious.
Yeah, but my school, like all the
That's a
schools in my
big
district
number.
are shut down
Yeek.
because of the virus. But I have more work to do now that it's shut down than I ever did when it was active. So
Are your
I'm
teachers still
fucking hilarious?
Are your teachers still sending you homework and such?
Yeah, we have to do online courses,
What the fuck?
which is
Ugh.
fucking hilarious.
Come here,
because,
you bitch.
Like 3 of my classes are just me sitting there and watching like movies and shit. Basically. It's happening
Oh,
because
fuck,
the supervisor
move.
wants to actually do
Fuck
work.
me.
Ugh. We should not have to do it. This is not our
Move,
fault.
move,
We
move.
shouldn't have to learn.
Yeah, learning does that. I don't. I say that about like
This even.
Bruh, like, how are you even supposed to do this fight? She just fucking comes in and kills you.
what the fuck is happening?
I give up.
I don't understand this.
Jesus.
I have a
cannot-
question. I'm not even mad, actually. But this is the question I posed earlier, and I'm gonna pose it again. What is the point of beating this map?
For the badge, just brag, be like I did it.
That's me thinking about it logically. Like, again, I'm not even mad, because that was just like, whatever, bro. Even if I had the perfect formation, what would be the point of fighting through that? What do I get out of it?
And this is kind of right. This is the cloud dice.
But here's the thing. You can see the ending online. You can just complete the story online. You can watch what happens online. I've seen videos in other servers where they've, or even in our server, where they've just posted whole videos that are like the entire story. They did that for Singularity, and they'll very likely have one for Continuum Turbulence if they don't already have one online on YouTube.
To be fair, I had to do that.
Now, here's the thing. I would say this. if the reward was better, and it wasn't the last map out of all these maps, I think you could make a much better sounder argument. Like, if you got something cool out of it. Like, say you got a person, like a T-doll, out of it. Guaranteed, you beat this map, you get this T-doll. That's what I would do. That would be perfect incentive. Like, make it a limited T-doll, like Groza or DSR in past events. Make it someone popular, make it someone really good. If you beat this map, you get this person. And you can't find any other, and the badge. So that way, you can't, they're a limited character, so you can't find them anywhere else. And then you, boom. That's your incentive.
It would be difficult, but I think it would be fair at the
It
very
would
least.
make people actually want to complete it, and not me sitting here like, no, seriously, I'm not even mad. What is the point? What is the point in actually figuring out to have this perfect formation to beat that shit? This brings me to my biggest issue. I don't like this event in general. I think this particular event is a mess. From top to bottom. All the other maps are arguably way too easy. You don't get crates from just completing a map anymore, so it takes all the incentive out of farming other than, I guess I'll farm until I get a girl. Because I remember back even in Singularity, you completed a map, you got crates. Now you have to beat a boss, but the bosses are so rare. To get the easiest one to beat, you actually have to go down a bad route. And the thing is, the bad endings are not very good. Like, writing-wise, they might be fine, but from a gameplay perspective, they are not long enough for me to feel like, oh, maybe I'm actually going down a different route, or maybe even the main route. Like, maybe there's several nodes. And then you get to the bad end, and you're like, oh, damn. This hits me harder, because I actually invested lots of time into these nodes and what was going on in the story, presuming I wasn't skipping it. So it hit me harder. Like a normal visual novel. You typically, a lot of bad ends in better visual novels, you go down a path for a while before realizing, oh, it's a bad end. Not the case here. They're done in like 1 or 2 nodes. And then on top of that, it's just like, yeah, you have to beat them. You have to go through them anyway. And I can understand, like, how do I say this? I can understand, like, if they were going to do this whole crate situation, and with the bosses only giving crates, but make it where it's down the true route. In this case, like, with all the maps still being the same. I can understand then, like, okay, you plant a boss down on the true route, so that incentivizes you to go through the true route, to find the true route. But the thing is, on top of that, this is what I was actually getting at, is that they make finding the routes too easy. Because they list both options immediately as soon as you start up the combat summary. And that makes it too clear that I'm splitting off. What Sith suggested, or Rennie, I forget exactly which one, but I'm pretty sure it was Sith, suggested that what they should do is not even alert you that it's a diverging path. At first. At first, what should happen is you go down it and you find out it's a bad end. Then you go back and it tells you this is what you have to do to get the other path.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, that would be smart. Because at the very least, even if the path is short, you are tricking people, nonetheless. And the whole point to get to a bad ending, to make it feel fulfilling, is that you're tricking people. There's no tricks here. And that's what I don't like, is that the whole bad ending thing is useless. It leads into the crate issue, like, and then on top of that, the maps are too easy until literally this point, which is the very end, and they don't even give you a girl for completing it.
Or even somebody was suggesting, like, a true core mask and maybe, or something like a costume, or...
Right. Or
just
something
in
that is
general.
worth completing it.
Because
Yeah.
somebody like me, I like to complete things for story, but there's a point where I draw a line when it's way too difficult, because then it doesn't feel worth it. Like, what am I accomplishing at that point? Like,
Heck, I
for the
know
who
people.
did it, good for you. Like, honestly, congratulations on being
Sure.
able to do it, because it's really difficult. But
I'm not
if
even
you
saying
want
that,
more-
like, how dare other people complete it. That's not even, I'm not complaining about people who did bother completing it. That's fine. What I'm saying, though, is, though, from, like, a general audience perspective, they should have given everyone the incentive, because everyone still has to go through the gameplay, regardless of whether they like the story, or they skip it, or whatever. They're still gonna play through the gameplay and all the nodes. So, give them incentive to complete the node itself, rather than just, well, you complete the story. But it's like, I know people who skip the story every time. They don't even have an opinion on the story because they never bothered reading it. That's why I'm like, they should have given us someone right at this map. Or, alternatively, like Rennie suggested, a costume or like a true core mask or something. Just, it doesn't even have to be those things. Just something that is like, damn, that's good.
that's a rare item. I'm happy to get this rare thing or multiple rare things, so that everything that I put in the effort is worth it. Because that's how, like, when I complete something like Dark Souls, it's fulfilling because it is a very hard game.
Oh yeah,
And-
that's the thing about Dark Souls. That's why that works. Or like Ninja Gaiden, or like Bayonetta, or Devil May Cry, or anything. Those games, the whole way through, they're hard.
Yeah.
That's the point. That's literally the point of the game.
You already know what you're going into, especially
Yeah.
when your Dark Souls are like Bloodborne, let alone Bloodborne. You know you're getting into something that's difficult, and thus you want to complete it. Because you want to be like, hey, I was able to show that I am a good gamer.
Right.
Or just for yourself even, or even if you enjoy games like that. Because I really yucking like Dark Souls, even though it's really hard and I've cried for many hours. But I think it's fun. Even Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry is one of my favorite franchises. And it is so difficult. That's why when part 5 came out, and it was pretty easy in the beginning, but it eases you through it to get into the harder difficulties. Like, fuck. The later parts are so hard. I was streaming it and I wanted to just die on the inside from how difficult the ending fight is. It felt like I was playing Dark Souls, but it was rewarding afterwards because the story. And
I feel that the design for this event, gameplay-wise, was an experiment that it ended up being a failure, which is why no future events that I know of follow this sort of style or have these sort of layouts or go through this same progression. Like, I feel, from what I've heard about Isomer, that is a much more fulfilling event, gameplay-wise and reward-wise, and just the combat style there is much, like, they went in a different route and succeeded that way as compared to this, which was failed.
Wait, guys,
At least in our
apparently,
or in my opinion.
somebody says, Eric says, FYI, Isomer and all events after that give you a core mask if you finish them.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yo,
That's why, like, I'm not even saying this with a lot of spite, because I know later events, gameplay-wise, get better. Like, Isomer, I'm really looking forward to. So that's kind of the asterisk with all of my criticism here. I'm not sticking with this formation, by the way. I'm actually just going to move it around in a second. But, like, that's why, like, my criticism here is with an asterisk. Because I already know in China and Korea, this event has already long come and gone. So I'm pretty sure Micah Team already knows about the issues with this event. Especially because, like Sith just said, they haven't really tried to replicate it since. So I'm like, but I still want to make it apparent, because I feel like it should be noted from a Western standpoint, at least from my opinion, being a Western standpoint, that this event, from sheerly a gameplay standpoint, because we've been mostly skipping the story the entire time, because we're trying to get through the game. It doesn't feel fulfilling. It feels more tedious than any prior event. All prior events, I honestly was fine with, in terms of gameplay. I was like, I liked how the difficulty escalated. I liked the rewards you got. I liked even farming on them to some extent. This is the first event, legitimately, where I'm like, I don't even know why I'm here, other than to get the pyramids.
What are we fighting for?
Right.
What are we fighting for?
Yeah, it's like it's just really what are we fighting for?
Like, I'll admit, as like tedious as it was very rewarding at the end that I managed to grab Thunder, and the map that she was on, luckily, wasn't painful for me.
Right.
Oh, Saber donated $10 and says, I don't enjoy the whole Titles at the end of the chapter thing because I missed out on so many event Titles because of difficulty and running out of time. It makes me want to die.
Oof.
I feel you on that. Because that happened with me. If I remember correctly, DSR was one of those, and even
Yes.
Terminator-chan, she was one of those too. And I'm fucking sad that I still don't have either of them. But they come back later as farmable. Or you get a mascot for them sometimes. Depending on who it is. So, at the very least, Micah is self-aware of the fact that some of these girls were out of hand's reach for players, so they try to give them to you again. And I'm happy about that. But we're throwing the idea out there at the very least because it is fulfilling to get a doll out of a map you just beat that was like the hardest shit you've ever done in your life, and you're so goddamn happy. You get your waifu and you get out. Like, if anything, it would make more sense though if they give you a doll at that map, or only there, or they do it where you can get that doll from that map, or you can farm for her. It's reasonable because either you beat the difficult map and get her, which gives you incentive to try to beat the map to get her, or you just go farm for her in like a decent node. Which, that also makes sense. I missed on DSR twice also. I really want her, but
What? Oh, I thought somebody was reacting to something.
I personally don't have an issue technically with the putting out dolls limited like this on harder maps. 'Cause yeah, it does create that incentive to at least try as hard as you can. Like, the events are not meant for new people to get into half the time. They're meant more or less for people that who want investment for their time.
it's very unfortunate.
Yeah.
I feel like for this event in particular, in order to, because this is, this final boss fight seems to be, like, rather challenging in comparison to the rest of them, from what I've seen from the gameplay so far. Like, a true core mask would definitely be the most fitting, because that's more suited towards invested accounts who would already be at that point, you know?
Where they are probably already have that limited girl, so they want something else they can't get. Like, if it's a girl from the gacha they just haven't gotten, so they want to use the core mask on her. Like, that makes sense.
Right, Trace, I get that grinding out is not something people have time for. And I sympathize with that. I don't have a lot of time, but frankly speaking, they gotta create a mechanic that forces you to invest time in, because if you got everybody you wanted immediately, why would you even spend any time with the game?
Yeah.
My only issue with it is that I feel like the drop rates on maps are too low. Like, they really are way too low.
Yeah, the drop rates are ridiculous, but it's like
me and Sith were farming during the
AUG.
the AUG like assistance one where it's on the story map. We were farming for her, and neither of us got her, but Quartz got like 3 copies, and he farmed less than us.
Right.
I farmed that map like 78 times in total, I feel.
I was already gonna hit like 80 to almost 90 if I remember correctly. I was like in a loop and a daze by the time I got to it. That's why after I like was done with it, I was so upset that I didn't get her. And then
Yeah.
later when I was trying to farm for Thunder, I was like already trying to give up. Like I was just trying to push myself to do it because I was already hitting like around the same mile, like of like 80 map, like or 80 times doing the map, and I was scared I wasn't gonna get her and it was gonna be AUG all over again. But I managed to get her before I fully hit like 80. I was like at 79 or so, and I was like, I'll just go farm for DSR, and I kept telling myself like, no, she's gonna be harder. Remember what happened with AUG? You're better
Yeah.
off farming for the 4-star.
There's a pity mechanic for the crates. There's not a pity mechanic for drops that I know of.
Unfortunately.
And that's okay. Okay.
Oh,
Eric is
what
saying
was it?
eventually there's a pity mechanic for later on they add where it's like if you don't get the doll you get a token, and if you get enough of the tokens you can just outright just buy the doll.
Oh god, that'd be beautiful.
That sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
But because right now, as it stands, I shouldn't have to farm a map upwards of 100 times for a single copy of a doll. Because that is a waste of my time, it is a waste of my energy.
Especially if, say, like, on an event like this, you're not getting crates at all, and some of the girls, even on Chapter 1, are stuck on some of the most tedious maps. Where it's like,
Exactly.
they're not even easy to memorize the pattern of. You're just sitting there like, this takes fucking forever just to do one iteration of this, and you expect me to do it upwards of 100 times? For one
Exactly.
copy? It's not
Whereas-
fun, because it's not even challenging. It's just, there's nothing else to be gained from it. There's no crates. Because that's been moved over to just bosses, which there's a very rare amount of. It's just this cycle. This is a trash event on all accounts, except maybe the story.
Even the whole boss thing is ridiculous. It's like you have to focus strictly the boss to get the crate. And some of the bosses in events that not counting this one can get really insane. So imagine implementing the mechanics they did here for those events.
Like, I feel bad for the people who missed out on 40. I was lucky to get her
Yeah.
very, very early from the crates. Like, even, like, CZ75, I got her super early. But I felt bad for the people who didn't. I was like, goddamn. Like, I like Girls Frontline's gacha in terms of, like, the clothes and stuff used. That stuff is, like, it has balance, but the farming is, like, it hurts sometimes. Yeah, I also await a rescue event for DSR.
We almost got a couple, but unfortunately they had AUG on those.
And AUG is also a very... I feel like either one of them I would be fine, because I also really, really want AUG. Like, I remember our friend Jasmine, who does the voice now for M16, along with voicing Super Sass, she fucking farmed so much just to get, like, 5 copies. Like, she wanted
5.
multiple of her wife, and she got it, and I'm very happy that she did.
And wasn't it not just 5, like, to level up 1? No, it was like flat out 5 fully leveled up copies, right?
Oh yeah, she wanted leveled up versions, like different ones
Yeah.
of her wife.
5
Make different teams.
fully leveled up AUGs, by the way.
She has
Complete with
passion.
dummy links. That is grind I do not have time for anymore. Look, all of my energy for like hardcore grinding left me after I left Warframe. That killed most of my ability to grind. Now I just kind of just play either casually or I just play randomly.
I like games that have the feature. Like, I like Girls Frontline's auto battling, but I wish it had the ability to auto battle in real time, where you could record what you did, and then it repeats that for you. So
Basically
you
what
wouldn't
like Arc Knights does.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's like multiple games that I play that I wish had that feature. Arc Knights is the only one that I know of that has that feature, and I'm always so grateful that it has that one. I wish like Grand Blue had a feature like that. I wish Girls Frontline
Yeah,
had a feature like that. I'm just happy that Girls Frontline in general has the auto battle it does, because that's still good on its own right.
Yeah,
but
I play Destiny 2 and I can feel the same way. It's like I've played multiple of these farm heavy games, Diablo, fucking Torchlight, so many games that build around this formula of just continuously farming, and it kills you after a while. You feel like you're dying. And granted, there are some people out there that like that monotony of going over and over and over again.
Hate when that happens. That's another like general complaint I have is the coding of this game. And it's not phone paw or anything. No, the game just crashes randomly. My dad has this exact same issue.
I've had that happen to me too.
Yeah, same.
Especially when I'm like reloading the game. Like sometimes whenever I'm just trying to download updates, it crashes on me. It's so tedious.
And I hate to bring it up, but yeah, it's like, and I mean, because I'm sure like Girls Frontline fan don't want to hear about this, but honestly, that's why like I like Arknights, because it never does that. It never just randomly crashes because that game is coded so well.
I've had only one crash, and I think that's just because of how old my phone is. That's it. Out of the entire time I've played Arknights, I haven't had a single crash.
Because the thing is, FGO also has the same issue, where it will sometimes crash at random, or it will glitch out, or whatever. Arknights is one of the few mobile games I genuinely have not seen that happen. Grand Blue will sometimes lag, but it tends to not crash either.
Also, with FGO, if you have an older phone of any kind, God help you if you put it into standby mode. It will take forever for the game to finally load back up memory to run the game. It's like if I put my phone into standby on FGO, it will take up to 20 minutes before I can play it again if I don't close and reboot the app.
No, it's not an iOS issue because Arknights never crashes for me.
I have like an Android, and like Arknights runs fine, but like Girls Frontline crashes on my Android quite a lot sometimes, and I'm like, why do you do this, Girls Frontline? I love you, please stop. I just wanna poke stop by.
By the way, you're probably wondering what I'm doing. I have to reach 28 contracts so that I can get closer to getting 200 free memory fragments.
Ooh.
There's so many, like, there's some just quite a few gacha games out there that have some coding problems. Some of them, at least, like, have taken to trying to like fix them. Like Girls Frontline, at least, is trying with a lot of their patches, like efforts at least, to fix it. But FGO doesn't do that. It makes me very upset. Like someone was even saying sometimes it takes them sending an email telling them, hey, I can't. The FGO support team, hey, I can't even play the game. Help, please. Also, sorry, there's 2 donations. Ian donated $1.99. It says, cannot wait for a playable Sangbus. Agent, come home.
I would love to be playable.
Eventually.
Yeah, I can relate with that, Peter Corna. The only problem with Arknights is the fact that it is very connection intensive. You need to have a stable connection, otherwise it will take a while for it to load. I cannot play that when I'm not on a Wi-Fi because it will lag forever.
Like every gacha game has their faults. Like even Grand Blue. Like Grand Blue also just its UI is very complex at first and overwhelming. Like when I first started playing, I was
Hi, Grizzly.
so overwhelmed. Oh, Grizzly.
Oh.
Excuse me.
Wait, you got a Grizz?
Yeah, I got a Grizz.
Yeah, Grizz.
Bye, Grizz.
Lucky bastard.
Oh, did you say bye to her?
Yep.
You're so
Bye, Grizz.
mean. No.
Hi, Grizz.
When you have enough Grizzlies, you really.
I
don't
have a hard
need
enough time using my one Grizzly.
Ah, I love her.
You can't
Okay.
tame the bear.
Saber Metal Panzer says, oh well, he donated
Hi, Grizzly.
59 cents, and he says,
Bye, Grizzly.
barge into my room again. Dude,
Oof.
he's a,
You know what? I'll spare that Grizzly. She really wants to be by my side.
should I grab
Wait,
it?
how is it so easy for you to be a Grizz?
I don't know.
Fuck.
I have I've gotten 7 of them.
I've gotten 5 of her in my lifetime, and that was spread out.
Boom. Got
I
it.
like Grizzly. She's got a good design, but it's like she comes so often. It's like,
Oh,
fuck it, I want Contender.
my.
Oh my.
I
Wait,
want
I didn't know that was a
somebody
thing.
new. I don't want the same person over and over again.
Ooh, hold up. Some Strike Raptor donated $4.99, and he says, "Let's hear your best M1 Grand ping."
Renat.
I
Wow.
am not
Garand.
sure what that is.
M1 Garand.
Garen.
My bad.
Ping.
Yeah, my first 5-star KK was a Grizzly as well. So it was like, it really gets insufferable at times when I just get nothing
My
but
first-
Grizzlies at that time.
My
frame.
first 5-star was Contender.
You? I can't.
Quartz was
get-
there when it happened because I was trying to get well rod when we first
I
started
have-
playing.
I have the absolute worst luck with handguns. Let me tell you. It took me so long just to get a P7.
I think I also took pretty long in getting. You got T7 before me, if I remember correctly.
I think I did, but like it still took me long. Like it took me more contracts maybe. 'Cause I
KK,
was, like,
yeah, Zaz. I wish I got Zaz's. Yeah, I
think
did eventually get her, but I wish I got Zaz then. So then
Uh,
I would have appreciated her much earlier.
I think my first 5-star might
hands are very
have
fidgety.
been G41. She was one of my first. No, it was M200. M200 was my first.
She's baby. Potato came to you.
Yeah,
Look at her.
I'm looking.
Oh, See you later, Black Templar. Have fun.
Peace.
Bye.
Just remember to listen to Lincoln Loyalists.
What?
I said the stream would be only an hour, and it's already been just over 2 hours.
Yes. We have been going longer than like the actual map itself, though.
Well,
I'd say like the last half hour has been dedicated to non-story stuff.
this gives me the perfect opportunity to explain what I just did. So you see, I had the perfect amount to be able to reach the memory fragments necessary through the time-limited event that you saw in the left-hand corner, as well as through the remaining, through my gems and the combat simulation power, whatever, that I was able to obtain through just waiting. And, like I said, the gems. And so, that accumulated to now being able to reach the 1600, which will get us, our M14, to Mod 3, which is her full powered form, which gives her not only her second skill at Mod 2, but now her special equipment. So, I literally did everything you just saw to be able to perfectly reach that 1600 you see on screen for our War Goddess M14.
Oh my
The
god.
most beautiful girl. She is about to evolve. Her final form achieved.
I'm scared.
God, I fell in love with M14 the moment I got her. And now, she has reached peak cinnamon roll.
Mhm.
Rise, awaken my master. I don't know how to do it.
The only true competition for NTW and DSR, M14 or Mod 3.
The most incredible. That's the most powerful life form.
I'm sorry, but Ewis?
No.
Bruh.
Bro, he was a Mod 3.
I just got these 2 bars dancing, man. There we go.
I'm sorry, but Ewis?
What about Ewis?
Ewis doesn't exist, remember, Rennie?
I'm gonna fucking murder you, I swear to God, old man.
You keep saying it, I'm just saying it's a fact.
You fool. You absolute buffoon. You imbecile.
Oh, she's already got it on her. Excellent.
Goddamn son of a.
What's that, Rennie? I didn't quite hear you.
Thank you, Strike Raptor 1000, for the $3.99 M14 gang.
borrow this. Oh my god.
Thank you, Ezu. I will gladly take that, and I will do something
She won't
very
kill
mischievous.
me. She hasn't taken me off life support.
Yeah, I can.
Unfortunately, I can't really raise her second skill right now, because that would take time, and I really do not want to use training contracts on something that is only going to take a small amount of time, but long enough that unfortunately it would be stupid to do it during the stream. Let's see.
Oh right, yeah, the anniversary's coming soon, so you're getting a core mask anyway.
But you know what? I like to live life dangerously, so we're gonna do it anyway.
Oh my. The power.
The power within.
Kodo power!
The absolute fucking mad lad.
One man should not have all this power.
Why do people give
This
me
is fucking this is mad laddery, the likes of which we've never seen before.
Good enough.
Look at all of those contracts just vanishing into thin air like Thanos.
It's fine.
Old Spice power!
Booyah.
Booyah, baby.
Let's do it.
fucking bastard. Did you take my wife out?
Yes, I did.
Did you bench her?
Yes.
Yes.
She's benched, sorry.
I will have your head.
She did a great job up until this point, but unfortunately this is how it's gotta be.
Your wife couldn't do all you needed, Rennie.
You have forfeited your life, my dear friend.
These are two dummies. Oop. She'll still be here as a spectator.
Fine. I can sit with that.
Oh, fuck. The button froze again.
Uh-oh.
I have to start another operation.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Good luck, Augustine, for getting, good luck to getting Homete's, equip. I hope
Yeah, good luck.
you manage to do it.
Ugh.
Oh god. I wish I could do it, but I just, no. I tried with 416's equip. I couldn't.
There we go. Let's try again with a proper formation.
Let's go again.
A proper team. We're sending in the Avengers.
My taunt fairy's at like level 9. The skill is at like level 9. Oh, and he's got hiccups.
Yes. Somebody's got hiccups.
That's embarrassing.
Hmm.
You're embarrassing me.
Oh, really? When you sound like that, I just wanna wrap you in blankets.
I'm okay.
I just want to skin you alive
Please don't do that.
with love.
Oh,
Peel off the layers.
Rennie, when you sound like that, I just want to smush you like Rhodes Island.
Rhodes Island.
Okay. I want to just peel back the layers of your enamel so I can get closer to you.
Please don't do
Why? I want to be closer to you. And wear your skin around my body like a coat.
Please don't.
Why?
My skin is in a coat.
But what if I just took off the top layer? That's like
Ugh.
Just the top part, Rennie.
just the top.
Just like we can just call it the top part, Rennie, just like that John Mulaney special.
Please now. I am frail and weak.
Yes, we know, Rennie, but that doesn't stop. That doesn't stop us.
By the way, yeah, It's ironic that my least favorite event, gameplay-wise, has some of my favorite music in the entire franchise.
That's how it be.
That's just how it be.
How we do it,
The lads are saying. What are the lads saying? Remember, kite your main tank to the front, then retreat both her and M4 to avoid taking damage. Your other ARs can easily mop the floor with the lasers.
Hey
That's okay.
Ezu, I gave you a clue. You better use it or I'll find you and I will shank you with said clue. I also gave you a clue, Quartz.
Oh, really?
You better use it.
Maybe I will.
Thus you fall to the same fate as Ed.
Okay, I gotta ask some of the people on the stream that are following me on Arc Knights right now. Why do you keep sending me clue 7? Even though I already have like 30 copies.
Keep sending him clue number 7.
You can't. I can't put that many out.
Keep sending him clue number 7.
I also have the same problem. I've been getting a bunch of clue number 7.
What is wrong with you people?
Wait, why is everybody sending everybody clue number 7?
I already have 30 copies. I can't get any more. They will actually just delete themselves.
Clue number 7 is the only clue you need.
Like, if they did delete themselves, fine, whatever. I wouldn't have a problem. But the fact that I can't use them all is like, what? Give it to people who need them, not me.
You clearly do need them, Grandpa. Why'd you make that noise?
I don't know.
Why do I do things?
I don't know, man. Sometimes I just fucking
Oh no.
shit.
They're gonna bomb me with more. Yeah, no one ever needs Clue 7. You'll probably just get one on guarantee anyway from the reset. You're just guaranteed to get one.
I actually intended for Ro to move, but I guess Honey Badger wanted to do her part.
Honey Badger, go! Ezzy, you can't escape that.
Ez says he'll use your damn clue if you'll free me from the baby
Exactly.
title.
I responded, Ezzy, you can't escape that.
It's like you can't escape it, Rennie.
It's B. Now, that's when you're incorrect because it was false. You, idiot.
Rennie, you are still 7 years old.
No, you are.
Rennie, I'm ancient.
You good, Quartz?
This map is so tedious.
Cat? You want to call it in after this attempt?
Sure.
Cool. Save your sanity.
That's what I would do.
And then I'll give you a kiss.
Literally, it's not even a question of whether I can fight these goons. I'm just trying to climb to the boss. That's it. That's what makes this so tedious. I have to go all this way just to be like, can I get to the boss now?
Can I hit the boss, please? Am I allowed to play, Dad?
Is it my turn on the Xbox?
Yeah, are we there yet? Pretty much.
B. When this is over, Quartz, I'll give you a tickle ticket for your hard earned
You're
work.
so nice. Bless your heart.
Of course.
So generous, Seth.
He deserves it after this shit.
Oh, fuck me and my asshole. I forgot to move down. And you know why that's a bad thing? Because guess who's in the way of where I'm supposed to go? Fuck. You know what that means? I have to restart everything.
Oh.
Because I can't fight the tank. It's actually basically impossible with this team to fight the tank.
It's basically an obstacle.
It's like there might as well be a wall in front of me saying, "Oops, can't go here."
It's a wall that will just kill you.
So we have to start all the way back at the beginning. Oh my god! Oh right, I forgot to enhance her in the first place anyway. I guess it's a good thing I'm here. Oh fuck, I can't even use it for enhanced materials anyway. Because I have to use it for cores. Fuck it. Boom.
Wait, who the fuck mentioned Tommy Wiseau in the chat?
Nani?
Why would they not?
But his life is narrated by John
Mulaney. I've never heard of John Mulaney, Renee.
I heard the name. I don't remember who he is off the top of my head.
He's a comedian.
I wanna die!
Hmm.
I promised my dad this would be like 1 hour. Because
It
this
was
one map!
Spider-Verse, Rennie.
It's not even that it's that hard, it's that it's so tedious.
Go, Fritzy, go. Go, Fritzy, go.
These
You'll get that
fights
ticket.
aren't even fun.
Fritzy, look at the ticket. It's there. Don't even...
Thank God the button worked this time. Fuck, you know what? I have the parachute fairy. Why am I not using the parachute fairy?
What does she do?
Makes this whole map a lot easier.
Huh.
What's her ability?
You'll see.
Okay.
Trust me, you will actually see it.
I will watch with my eyeballs.
Good thing I leveled her ability. Okay.
Okay, drop my phone.
Go. Wait, did I repair everybody? Wait, no, I didn't need to repair anybody. Fuck. I'm just in a mental loop.
I think it's fine to double check at least.
Oh, I didn't battle. In fact, I'll know by the HP bar that's floating overhead. Yeah, they're fine. Let's go. I'm gonna forget if I don't move her, so I'm moving her over there. Boom.
Any napalm updates, chat says?
He was bored all day. We talked about his adventures in the beginning of the stream, so you'll have to go back to the beginning. Sorry.
He's been resting. His laptop died, so he had to leave.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like it shouldn't be too far into the beginning of the stream, so you could just literally jump just like probably the first 5 minutes and we start talking about it.
I just want to get to the boss. Okay. Gotta move down. Move to the right. Move up. Then move up one more time. I already moved AK-12.
Did you need to move anyone else?
No, I already moved AK-12, so everybody's moved.
Isn't it a joke that the reason why Star's skill is called Crime and Punishment is because her guns are called Crime and Punishment?
Yes.
That's adorable. That sounds like
And-
her. She's the dork. That's low-key Chimney Syndrome. He's low-key.
I all gotta scurry about the map, because it's so big.
Whoa, this looks like a minefield. Jesus fucking Christ.
It basically is. Scurry, scurry, scurry. Bang. Okay.
Bless you.
who's supposed to have the parachute fairy? I've never actually used it before, to be perfectly honest. The dummy with the parachute fairy. This would be the time to use the dummy with the parachute fairy to deploy. What the fuck? I don't feel like reading.
Is it that long-winded?
It's like involves a dummy having the parachute fairy, and I'm like, you know what? I don't feel like thinking because I just want to get to the boss. Oh, now it's okay. Hold on. They say I was looking at the chat. Now the blocked symbol's there. Was I supposed to... No, was I supposed to wait? Or was I supposed to do it then, I guess? I don't know. I don't feel like thinking, because this map is dumb. I don't like this map. Did I mention how much I don't like this map? It's not even hard! Only the boss is hard! Once you figure out what to do, getting there is the worst part. Because it's just so tedious. There's so many layers to it.
I feel bad for the people that didn't have a life.
Yes, retreat. Move down. Boom, pow. And then swap. And then dance over here, Ani.
Oh, that's how you use it.
No, I didn't use it.
Oh.
Yeah, I just retreated and moved over to the other one.
Oh.
Oh, fuck! Oh, fuck, I messed it up! That's why you don't move over there. Fuck! No, it's a waste. Go.
Why is
You know, when I played through Singularity, and I was trying to get through the final map, I was frustrated because it was legitimately hard. Now I'm frustrated with the end of Continuum Turbulence because it feels like a giant waste of my time. Because I know what to do now! I'm even using the right formation that you guys are recommending, and so I'm just like, it's not even hard! It's just a matter of like, oh shit, you better just not mess up, or else you're gonna land on a minefield and have to start over.
And you have to beat this 3 times.
Yeah, I forgot about that! You have to beat it 3 times!
Fuck me.
You know what? I think I'm out. I'm gonna just do this on my own time and see if I can beat this. Because, listen, like, you know what? Okay, I'll make it fair to you guys. What I'll try to do is beat it once in front of you. And then after that, I'm leaving. Because I'm not gonna do it 3 whole times in front of you guys. This is one of the most tedious end maps I have ever faced. Because you want to know what a really fun map was that was the ending? The Ouroboros fight. I really liked the ending Ouroboros fight.
I was gonna mention how that one is RNG heavy, but at least
But it's
like, kinda
interesting!
fun. Yeah.
It's also not as long.
Yeah, same. That's definitely true.
And you had to beat that 3 times, and it wasn't that. It was kind of annoying, at least for me, because I was still starting out and I didn't have a good team yet. But overall, it at least wasn't that bad.
Or like I said, even the ending of Singularity, that was just really hard. It wasn't even like super tedious. It was just a straight line forward. It was basically, your obstacle is to get from here, straight over there, 1 hallway. That's it. And that felt like a test of your steel, man. still have the parachute fairy on. Why did I do that?
It's alright.
How do you just activate it and it parachutes you out without using your stuff?
I don't know. But I don't care. I'm not using it. Unless for some reason I see that that no-go sign is gone. Then I might try. I'll see if I can do it.
With Quartz mentioning Singularity, I still can't get that sassy UMP 45 voice he did for the voiceover. Or I can't get over the fact.
That was turn 1.
Pat, Quartz.
Just a reminder to anybody in the chat who's an aspiring game dev, do not do this.
Every other event was fine! Why did they do this? Every other event was good!
I think this event they really were just trying a lot of things. And I commend them for wanting to try a lot of things, but the problem is that some of this stuff is too much.
I see.
And
The symbol's gone.
at the very least...
Ah!
What?
I'm there!
You did it!
I did it. I did it.
You did it!
I did it.
Oh, Papa! I did. I'm sorry, that was adorable.
That was really cute.
It's like anything that will take you a million years to do, and you have to do it multiple times, don't do it. Just don't.
A tedious map shouldn't be super long.
Yeah.
I feel like that's, especially
Alright.
if it's like a map that's meant to be for replayability, or like the players are supposed to replay this map.
What? No!
What?
What happened?
I can't do anything on it! No! I screwed up! No!
Wait, what happened?
So, get this! Even if you own the space, if you can't summon anything on it, because it has the sign on it, because anti-air is still there. That didn't stop my fucking parachute fairy from bringing me over there! Like, let's think about this logically.
I think it's the other one. I think you're supposed to move whoever you put there down to destroy that.
Like, let's think about this logically. My parachute fairy was able to summon me there, into that spot, just fine, while the anti-air was there. But you're telling me I can't just summon an anti-air, like another person there? Because there's anti-air there?
I think someone's saying it's a glitch.
That's so
That's really fucking stupid.
dumb! That is actually dumb. Why would you code it to be that
Someone
way?
says it's a glitch. You were never supposed to use parachute there to begin with. What?
What?
It's the option.
It's a glitch!
Exactly.
Oh my fucking god.
Wow.
They didn't patch it out.
Wow. That's a pretty big glitch.
Damn,
That's
that
pretty
was
fucking
wild.
bad, yeah.
My god. Why have you forsaken me?
Hold on. I'm gonna do it again because it does save a lot of time just to do it again.
It's free real estate.
Wow, so this event is actually so bad that there's a big glitch in the game during this event.
Is this like one of the like...
This is like the Twilight Zone for Girls Frontline.
No!
We can say whatever we want about the story, but when the game itself is just gone, like it's not caring at all. Wow.
Okay, you're supposed to move your girl down onto that one, and then move her down onto the bottom one.
Yeah, I realized that as soon as I did it. Watch, my dad's probably gonna yell at me too, because he's like, you spent like 3 hours when you said it was gonna be 1! And I'm gonna be like, I didn't know the map would be this bad!
You could just show him how bad the map is. You're like, Dad, look at this sheet.
Show him the screen.
Show him the screen. You're like, this happened. I do not, like, what's the word? Consider this a factor.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. I just want to get through this as soon as possible. Not just, like, because I'm hungry or anything like that, but because I don't want to waste any more time on this.
Oh, or better, your dad is also stuck at this level.
Oh, no, he's not. He gave up a long time ago on this event. Because he even was like, what's the point? What's the point of this event? Do I get anything good out of it? And I'm like, no, most of the girls you obtain aren't even that good. And they don't even look that good. Even the rewards aren't even that good. At best, it's like M870 and Python. But you have to farm for them. And you don't get crates when you farm for them. So it's like, wow, why would I actively want to do this? I mean, I understand they're, like, especially Python's a great unit. But it's like, why would I subject myself to this when I feel like I'm barely getting anything out of it?
Like, at least M870's waifu, but there's a limit to how hard I want to go for my waifu.
Not to mention Python will probably reappear in a different event.
I'm so sad that M870 said that she probably won't. Because it says she's only obtainable as a drop. Oh, no. There's another one.
Python also.
M870 says that she might be available. Oh wait, no, it is.
I feel bad for any character that is solely exclusive to this event.
Maybe we'll get like some of the, what are they called again? The help ones, where you have to vote. I could see people voting for Python. I don't know if people are gonna vote for M870. I would hope so though. I mean, she has a costume. That means she has to be popular, at least somewhat. Because like at this point, I don't know if I want to follow her. Not again.
Because I swear to God, like, I'm gonna be even more pissed if it turns out my dad is mad at me because of how long I took on his computer. Because he has to work tomorrow, so he has to go to bed soon. So I'm just like, and that's fair, because I don't want to be up all night doing this event. Alright. Boom. Dead. Holy Jesus. Now I think I can do this. I think I could just retreat them. Watch, it turns out, no, you shouldn't have retreated them, or something like that.
What does it say in the guide?
The guy doesn't do the parachute fairy.
Oh fuck.
So yeah, we're going off the rails now.
Oh no.
Are we on a crazy train?
We're on a crazy train.
God, there's so many Naitos just walking around.
Problem is, I don't even, like, know where to go. Because if this is screwed up, then we're done. Yikes.
Does the guide show at least this part of it?
Yeah, it does, but again, I can't do it exactly how it wants because I don't have enough action points. So I guess the best thing I can do is just move right here? And then
Someone's
move
saying
this
only
here.
the tanks will move.
Only the tanks move. Okay. Well, we're gonna plant ourselves right here and hope for the best. Let's go.
They're so cute.
Yeah, they are.
Little babies.
Big babies with big guns.
Oh, damn. Okay, they took them out.
No, the babies.
No, the babies are fine. I'm talking about the
Oh, I
enemies.
thought the babies were
Oh no, there's a Gundam in my way.
a what?
There's a Gundam in my
I
way.
thought you said condom. I was very
Oh my.
It's
Oh
an
my,
enemy
dude.
condom.
It's an enemy condom.
This must be the work of an enemy condom.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
You know there's
Anything to
one
breathe
way
life
to beat it.
dead.
So, dude, you are wonderful at breathing life. Just like
There's
you are
only
taking
one way to beat it. We have to use our own tampon.
No, tampons is not. There are vaginal condoms, Lisa.
I mean,
You can make that comparison directly.
Hey, after this, can we just go Kinkyu no Sekara?
Kinkyu
Yeah.
no Seikana.
it's straight time
Kinkyu
right
no
now.
Se- It is? Oh, damn.
We have 30 minutes.
Kinkyu no Sekara. Is it Titan right now?
Be careful, their condom defenses are impenetrable. You have to poke through the hole
Damn it.
in their formation.
They have a 99%.
Quick, launch the tampon missiles.
Listen, if anything has taught me well about my non-existent life experience is that if you pull out fast enough, everything should be fine.
The hell are you
should
talking
consider
about,
yourself
Reddy?
lucky.
I'm trying to make a dick joke. I don't know how to do dick jokes. Except saying Belial and penis.
Tampon hellfire missile.
So gross.
That is gross. And you said you're gonna talk about a period joke, make it like a, I don't fucking know, a pad joke. Lisa Frontline, pad gross.
I'm having so much fun. Watch, we die here to the Black Naito.
If you do, I'll give you a kiss as a reward.
Smoochies.
Nuh-uh, Gail. I have to wait how many days? Hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 counting days. Holy day, I was
Stop
forced
moving.
into this.
Stop. Oh fuck, she got damaged. Fucking me in the ass. God damn it, she's firing a fucking laser. Shit, man. Fuck. It's over. It's done. It's whatever. Alright, sayonara, everybody. I can't take this shit. This is so stupid. This is dumb. I've wasted too much time. My dad's gonna be mad at me. I didn't have fun. I mean, most of the stream was fun, but like this map is just not. It's nothing. I hate this map. This event is so bad. Like, this is just like, these are baby mistakes. I'm just glad they learned from it later, I hope. Cause like, this is unbearable. I hate it.
Thank you, Ez.
I don't even care if you tell me, well, so-and-so knows how to do it, or like, oh, if you do this, it's not even worth it. We talked about it earlier. Even if you beat this, it's just bragging rights. There's literally nothing you get from it. You don't get a girl, you don't get a true core mask, you don't get even a costume, you don't get anything except literally just a badge. And you completed the story. But it's like, again, you can just look it up online what happens. Literally, there's videos of what happens.
I'm pretty sure, like, the only other thing would be if the game itself had a system with achievements to say how far you've progressed in certain stories.
And it doesn't even have that.
At most, it's the badge.
Yeah. So you know what? Screw this event. I don't like this event at all. Hopefully Isomer or the DJ Maxx event, whichever is next, is much better, because it probably will be. This event's a failure. It's stupid. If you got through it, congratulations, but me, I don't care for myself. Like, me, I got what I wanted out of it, you know? So, I'm out. Peace.
Peace.
Alright.
Peace.
Peace. Have a good night, y'all.
Remember to check the doobly doos in the description.
Beware the enemy condoms.